from the Activities and Recreation Center on the campus of the University of California, Davis. Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th exciting season of local high school sports television, is proud to present the CIF, Sac Joaquin Section, Les Schwab Tires, Division I Volleyball Finals, presented by Farmers Insurance. Tonight, in the section championship game, your six-time defending Sac Joaquin Section and NorCal champion Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the second seed, the Napa Indians. It's a date with history and a chance to be the only team ever to win 7 consecutive section titles. All the action starts right now, right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. And so, Nevada County, it has come to pass that the Lady Miners, the early season little engine that could have advanced to the 2008 sectional finals, is here tonight. And perhaps what is a season of destiny, a defining moment in the history of this program. They will play tonight for a 7th consecutive section title against the number 2 seed Napa Indians. Good evening, volleyball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. It simply does not get much better than this. Jim Adams, the voice of Lady Miner Volleyball, along with my partner and color analyst Ed Martin, Director Inside Commander 2, as usual, Gil Dominguez, along with the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team who have traveled to the ARC here at UC Davis, just like we have since 2001, when the Lady Miners came up just a little short and became the section runner-up. But since then, they have owned the championship. And Ed, I guess it goes without saying they look to make a statement tonight.
Well, absolutely, Jim, and the statement really is, it doesn't matter if we change players, we change coaches, we've got a young team, the Lady Miners can prevail, they can get back here. You know, and the trip, as you know probably better than anybody from your column in the paper today, the trip's really remarkable given the uncertainty they had early. You know, that senior class that graduated last year, arguably the best group of about half a dozen players that the Miners had, you know, Nevada Union had in the school history. After that, I mean, even the head coaches, you know, Bob Rogers, Larry Peterson retired. They had enough. They passed it on to Chris Dudek, new coach, young coach. But, you know, that was a really memorable moment for us at the section semifinals at the Allied Gym on Tuesday night. We had all 3 generations. We had Robert Sharp sitting with Bob Rogers and Larry Peterson, and then Chris Dudek on the court. And everybody's there to see the Miners just, you know, crush Modesto. And Modesto, you know, had beaten Davis, you know, Davis High School, whom we saw here last year in the final. So, you know, they came in with a strong 15-0 run, and yet, you know, at the end of the night, the Miners added 3 games to their sweep. Their 81 straight games in 7 years, 81 straight games in, 27 matches over 7 years. So really a terrific thing. I mean, ever since 2002, they've been winning them all. So, you know, terrific all the way around.
And so there is a lot to talk about tonight. We have a special guest who we'll have an opportunity to chat with in a few moments. Jamie Holmes, the coach of the Lady Aggies of UC Davis. We'll talk about the Miners. We'll talk about the Napa Indians. We'll give you all of the pregame hype after we pause a moment to remind you that this special edition of Championship Lady Miner Volleyball has been underwritten by
Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers Enterprises and HBE Rentals, their goals are simple. Provide rock and sand products, ready-mix concrete, construction services, and rental equipment to their customers while providing safe, stable jobs for their employees. Therefore, ensuring Hanson Brothers Enterprises will continue as a contributor to our community. Hanson Brothers Enterprises, part of the fabric of Nevada County.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center in Grass Valley since 1921, with 2 locations to serve you in Colfax and the newest store in Grass Valley. At Hills Flat, you'll meet Tim Lloyd, their appliance guru. Tim brings over 20 years of appliance experience with him every day. He doesn't just sell appliances, he knows appliances. Whether you need a full kitchen appliance package or are looking to update to a more efficient model, Tim is there to help you every step of the way at Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and Grass Valley.
Butterfield Roofing. A tight, secure roof is a necessity with our extreme winter weather in Nevada County. Be sure your roof is up to the task with the help of David Butterfield and Butterfield Roofing. David has over 8 years' experience in the roofing industry and many more in the construction business, and he can install any composite or metal roof. His thorough inspection of your roof prior to installation will detect any dry rot or termite conditions that need to be repaired, so you'll know your roof is tight and secure. Butterfield Roofing is a proud supporter of Lady Miner Volleyball.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that is why he supports the Nevada Union Miners. Mike and Robin also remind you to come join them as they honor the memory of their son Michael at the 3rd Annual Turkey Trot 5 and 10K Run. Thursday, November 27th, Hooper Stadium. Registration begins at 7:30 a.m. and the racing begins at 8:30. The MEB2 Foundation supports local youth activities and suicide and depression awareness initiatives. So come out and join the Friends of Michael and the Bratton family Thanksgiving morning, November 27th for the 3rd Annual Turkey Trot 5 and 10K Run. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, we are celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. Jim Adams, Ed Martin saying, thanks for joining us tonight and throughout this exciting Nevada Union Volleyball season. Don't forget to join the Big M Marty Mortensen and myself, Jim Adams, this Friday as the CIF Sac Joaquin Section football playoffs continue. The Miners, Bruins, and Falcons are all back in the playoffs and are looking to make some noise, so don't miss a single minute of the action. It's the Sac Joaquin Section football playoffs and another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007. So tonight we have perhaps one of the most interesting of confrontations here. The Miners going after their 7th consecutive. Napa here to ruin the party. Have as a special guest Jamie Holmes. Jamie, tell us a little bit about the feelings that these girls must be going through right here before this section championship.
Oh, I think that they're probably very excited to be here at UC Davis, and this is what they've been thinking about since the beginning of the season, and that's what they've been working hard for all summer long and all preseason throughout their conference play. And to be able to win, continue to win, and to actually be here today, I'm sure they're really excited and probably a little bit nervous, but I think they're ready to make history. They must be really excited.
Jamie, you've come into UC Davis and you've energized this program for the Aggies, the Lady Volleyball program for the Aggies. You know, what is it that helps girls to get to a level like this?
Well, you know, to be a collegiate player, first and foremost, it just takes a lot of dedication, a lot of focus, and a lot of hard work. And if you're able to get your players to understand that it takes work and they buy into working hard every day in practice, and slowly and surely they just get better. You know, they get better at just being competitive, at being disciplined, and being able to execute at a high level. And that happens when you put the time in. We're going to see a very high level of play here tonight. Here you are looking at, oh, look out there. Here you are tonight looking, I'm sure that isn't the first time that's happened.
No, I call that getting schmucked.
Yeah. As a college coach taking a look at the best D1 players in this section, you know, what do you look for in players that might go to that next level?
Well, you know, obviously you look at kids that can execute at a high level, and you know, a lot of times executing equals some kind of a physical body, being able to play the game high above the net, being able to see the block and hit around a block. Players that can, you know, track the ball to the platform at a high level and really have a good touch and a feel on the ball. But you know, increasingly, as a person who has recruited for about 16 years now, I look for kids that are passionate about the game. You know, they just look like they enjoy being out there, they enjoy their teammates, you know, they enjoy the thrill of competing. And, you know, when you get to this level, that's really what you want. You want to see kids that just thrive at playing together. And, you know, I guess sometimes you take for granted that kids enjoy it, but you know, increasingly, maybe you don't see that as much. And I think that's what makes venues like this, when there's so much riding. And, you know, in a culmination of an entire season, you know, most of the time you see kids that are pumped up and ready to go.
And for the Miners tonight, there definitely has to be another big dose of enthusiasm in that looking to set a new unparalleled record tonight on the hardwood floor here at UC Davis.
Sure, sure. You know, and sometimes when you have something like that in front of you, you know, that can make a team be really nervous. But, you know, when you are together with your teammates and you know, and you're in the locker room or you're before the game, you look at each other's eyes and you just go, man, you're my best friends. And it takes the nerves out of the game and it just says, you know what, we're just going to lay it all out here together and we're just going to go to war together. And, you know, so I look forward to watching this match. I look forward to...
And, you know, Jamie, it's kind of an interesting situation as we look at this tonight. Nevada Union started off trying to find themselves, trying to get that chemistry, trying to figure out who they were. A fairly new team, a team with players that had not played regularly last season that were called upon to reach a huge accomplishment here in this game tonight. And, you know, it's kind of a journey rather than a sprint in that early on they struggled a little bit, but at some point in time they found that step, and here they are finding themselves on the court of UC Davis tonight.
Sure, sure. And you know what? I think that that school can be very proud of the traditions, because there were leaders before these players right here that taught them how to go out and how to go through the process of being successful. And so even if you graduate a great senior class, you have underclassmen who got to see that, and they got to witness what does it mean to be successful. And so I think that their success doesn't only speak to themselves here as a group now, but it speaks to the seniors and the classes that have graduated who can also look at this match and have a lot of pride saying, you know what, I had something to do with that because I led those players when they were just freshmen and sophomores.
And likewise for Napa, here they are on the verge of being able to knock David off of the mountain, or Goliath off of the mountain. And they have to have in their minds, this is a great opportunity to lay their mark and to be honored as the team that took Nevada Union off the pedestal.
Oh my goodness. And you know what? Sometimes you got to be fearful for those teams that don't feel like they have anything to lose. We're just going to go out there and do the best we can, and we're going to lay it all out there too. And you know, sometimes matches like that are so exciting.
Well, and Napa hasn't been here for 12 years, so they want it, as we know, desperately.
Yes, yes. You know, sometimes when you're holding the golden egg in your hand, sometimes it becomes more fearful to drop it than it is to be looking at the golden egg saying, I want that. So, gosh, this is going to be such an exciting match. I'm excited. You know, I moved here to Northern California from Columbus, Ohio in April, and since then it's been a whirlwind just trying to get used to this program and our kids. And, you know, this is the time of the year where we get to, me personally, I get to explore the high schools around here and the traditions that have been set at these ranks, and it's exciting for me to, you know, be able to learn the history and the traditions of such a great program like Nevada Union, and to be able to come out here and see it for the first time. So it's kind of like welcome to Northern California.
Yeah. You know, another thing, Jamie, I got to say this to Jamie, Ed. Guess what? No snow in the winter.
I know.
Unless you want to go ski on some of the best slopes.
Hey, I got to tell you.
Can you handle that?
In Columbus, Ohio, this is the Michigan weekend. It's the Buckeyes versus the Wolverines. And, you know, I have to tell you, I'm missing that big time because that is one of the most exciting weeks in Columbus, Ohio. But I have to tell you, I'm talking to my friends in Columbus, and obviously you got to make fun of Michigan. You're not a good Buckeye fan if you don't. And, you know, they're telling me it's freezing. There's snow on the ground. I'm like, well, I'm kind of walking around in a T-shirt right now and the sun's shining. In fact, I might go get some sun on my face.
You know, Ed, we might debate it here a little and say Jamie kept the summer kind of keeping coming here in the latter part of November. So welcome. Welcome.
I can't remember the last time I've seen Thanksgiving without snow on the ground. So it is the weather is definitely better here in Northern California than Columbus, Ohio.
We're here in our pregame program, and We'll be back for some final words before this match begins. The Miners, the Napa Indians, up next on the NorCal Game of the Week, after we pause for a moment to remind you that this game is being underwritten by Docomo's East Main Pharmacy, Nevada City Pharmacy. You don't have to wait in a long line for your prescriptions when Docomo's East Main Pharmacy has 2 locations to serve you in the western Nevada County. As a matter of fact, you don't have to wait in line at all, because at Docomo's they'll deliver your medication right to your home. At Docomo's they'll also transfer your prescriptions from your old pharmacy, and then you too can enjoy the Docomo's way of doing business. Fast, friendly, knowledgeable at Docomo's East Main Pharmacy and Docomo's Nevada City Pharmacy.
Tony's Forest Products and Christmas trees. Christmas comes only once a year, and it's a special time with family and friends, and a beautiful Christmas tree is a big part of your holiday decor. The Tony family has been serving your holiday tree needs at the same location for 20 years. Mike and his sons harvest fresh trees from Washington and Oregon, and they truck them down to Grass Valley for your selection. At Tony's, you'll find a selection of Douglas firs, grand firs, noble firs, silver tips, white firs, and cedar trees in a variety of heights. Tony's is open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week till all the trees are gone. Merry Christmas from Tony's Forest Products and Christmas Trees. They're at 345 Railroad Avenue, just up from 49er Fun Park in Grass Valley.
Anderson Physical Therapy. Anderson Physical Therapy is devoted to providing therapy care in a professional manner in a friendly, comfortable environment. Phil Anderson and Craig Balzer have over 42 years of clinical experience treating a variety of injuries, including spinal rehabilitations, post-surgical patients, along with work and sports injuries. They also specialize in treating seniors with balance problem. Education of your injury and how the body heals is also part of the treatment, so you know how to best care for yourself when their therapy is complete. They accept most insurance plans and are open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 at Anderson Physical Therapy.
SPD Markets, the Painter family wants you to know that they do feed the Lady Miners. They've been taking care of feeding Nevada County since 1959 and are proud of the accomplishment of our Lady Miner Volleyball teams in their 6 section championships. Family owned and operated by the Painter family, SPD is a staple in the community. And now that the playoffs are here, it's time to get on the spirit and support this Lady Miner team. There's no better way to watch the games on the Game of the Week than with chips, dips, and sodas from SPD. SPD Market is the hometown proud market where your neighbors shop.
And here you see the Miners coming onto the court.
The coaching
staff right behind them. Chris Dudek, Kelly, Marco Salcedo, and there is the Napa team. And so for Nevada Union, the stage is set. The time is now. And for the Miners, for these ladies, something that they have waited 4 years for. Jim Adams along with Ed Martin. It's our pleasure to bring you all of the action here tonight. We've had the opportunity to talk with the UC Davis ladies Aggies coach.
They pretty much just say the Aggies, you know.
The Aggies coach.
Go Ags.
Go Ags, absolutely.
And so we pause for a moment, and we will have player introductions. It'll be our pleasure to bring to you the introductions of the Lady Miners and the Lady Indians.
Who compete in volleyball in this section. 80 advance to the volleyball playoffs.
Division I sectional championship will be honored here tonight. Nevada Union coming in with a big mission, trying to accomplish their 7th straight sectional title, a record that has never been achieved in the Sac Joaquin section. In their way, a strong team, the Napa Indians. So the Indians and the Miners all ready tonight to find out who is the best here in the Sac Joaquin section. Both of these teams have qualified for the NorCal playoffs, but Ed, a lot on the line here tonight, because the team that wins will have more home court games than the team that loses.
Absolutely. Both teams will go to the NorCal playoffs starting next week and running up through the first part of December, but you know, one gets to play at home and one's got to go on the road. But here we got the 1 and 2
the
seed.
number 2 seeded Napa Indians.
So Nevada Union, the number 1 seed. The number 2 seed is Napa, and they have brought along a contingent of people that are determined to see history broken tonight, and the Miners' streak stopped at 6. And there you see both teams, the Napa Indians on your left, the Nevada Union Miners on your right.
Introducing our players. A 5'5" junior, number 1, Cassidy Wallace.
Number 1 for Napa, Cassidy Wallace.
Number 4, Rachel Swanson.
Rachel Swanson at number 4.
5 sophomore, number 10, Shannon Oga.
Number 10, Shannon Oga.
Senior, number 11, Rachel Barbos.
Rachel Barbos, number 11.
5 senior, number 12,
And there you see Christina Fonville.
A 5'8" junior, number 13.
Number 13, a junior outside hitter, Brianna O'Malley.
A 5'9" junior.
And number 15, also a junior, outside hitter, Tatum Souza.
A 5'11" junior, number
A
20.
junior also, number 20, Maggie Wessel.
A 5'10" junior, number
5'10" junior, Maggie Agardi.
A 5'3" senior, number
5'3" senior at libero, Jana Wagoner.
A 5'10" junior,
Also a junior at 5'10", number 24, Katie Morris.
A 5'10" junior.
And finally, number 25, junior at 5'10", Katie Martin. Ed, a lot of sophomores and juniors on this team.
Wins, no losses.
Oh, yeah, they're a pretty young
Co-coaches,
team.
Scott Kostecas with Stephanie Raymond and assistant Randy
Jamie,
Johnson.
what is going through the minds of these players right now?
Oh, they are just excited. They're excited to be playing in front of their families and their friends, and they're excited to be playing on this center court at the pavilion here at UC Davis. And you know, I think that right now they just have visions of victory just bouncing through their heads and looking across the net at their opponents and knowing that they're feeling the same things. I just think that there's an overwhelming feeling of excitement by all these athletes right now.
And there you see the faces of the Miners. There, those 5 people, 5 starters right there in your vision, started by number 2, Taylor Japhet.
Senior, number 3, Alexis Moser.
Sierra Foothill League MVP, Alexa Moser.
Junior, number 5, Kendall.
Honorable mention, number 5, Kendall Butterfield, great season.
Number 7,
First team, number 7, Abby Miraldi. First team, number 8, Mallory Castles.
A 5'7" sophomore, number
Sophomore,
11,
Tessa Butterfield. Expect to see her in a little bit tonight.
Senior, number 14.
Senior, number 14, Hannah Baker.
A 5'11" sophomore.
And a 5'11" sophomore who's had a great season, Ellie Selleck.
A 5'9" senior, number 6.
Senior who came from knee surgery to the section championship,
A 5'6"
Paige Carnahan.
Number 18, Natalie Migley.
Natalie Migliosi, brought up from the JV team for this match.
Jenna Britton.
Jenna Britton also brought up from the JV to get some experience. Hayden Fleener, a senior for Nevada Union.
Homecoming queen.
Homecoming queen. There is Miranda Castles, Mallory's little sister, and then Madison Heppy. And we really hope to see those junior varsity bring-ups to play in tonight's game, because that's usually a good side, Ed.
You do hope they'd have that chance.
There's Chris Dudick, there's Kelly Roden, and Marco Salcedo, the coaching staff of Nevada Union. Marco and Kelly have kind of come on here at the end. Both have helped Chris appreciably.
Francis Troubadour.
There we go to the other court.
And now they are over on the other court, so they will do the introductions over on that side. And as we take a look at, let's talk here for a moment. Nevada Union's strengths are, they are ladies who have been through this before. They have good experience at it. They have played in these situations. A team that really is a heavy-hitting team. Libero as an MVP, and their setter has done really well. But then you look across on the other side, and there you have the Napa Indians, a team that had gone 18-2 in their last 20 matches, who has some good size, probably 1 or 2 very good hitters, and a team that also has swept right through the playoffs. So we're looking for a good match tonight. Ed, your thoughts?
Well, the first thing that comes up when we were talking to Coach Dudek after Tuesday's match, he said work on serve receive. You look at Napa, a lot of jump serving, very powerful service game, and as we know, that's part of, defense wins championships. Keeping the serve, you can win, and that's going to be crucial for Nevada Union to break that service and to be able to, establish the game and play, have the opportunity to play their game like we talked about all season long.
Jamie, how important in a match like this is a strong serving team?
Oh, it's a very important. In fact, you'll see in the women's game since we went to the rally scoring that coaches are willing to give up some errors by just going after the other team. If most teams will side out at a pretty high percentage, and understanding that if you can get a big point every once in a while, big point meaning you can get a service ace, you could play defense and you can transition that defensive play into a point. That's considered a big point because your team gets one and their team doesn't. So in essence, it's like having 2 points. And so that starts with just going for it on the end line. And that's why you'll see more and more teams willing to take errors because they want to do something with the ball when they're serving.
And that's really a change with rally scoring. Back in the old day, you had to have service to get a point.
Yes.
But, so a service error was a real disaster. Now, like Jamie says, you give up one every once in a while, but you get aggressive. You can now, play it off the net. You get that point. A service error, you've got the chance still to score the next, point. So
yeah, without question, and it's not even necessarily getting an ace. It's picking on a particular player and making them pass the ball beyond the 10-foot line, or making them pass the ball where the setter has to scramble. And when the setter's scrambling trying to run an offense, it gives the blockers on the other side the ability to say, hey, that ball's not going to the middle. It's going to go out to the antenna, so I'm just going to go ahead and release, and we're going to get up a solid double on that out-of-system play is what that's called. In system is when it's a perfect pass. Out of system is when the setter's scrambling. So, the goal is to get the other team out of system, and we'll go ahead and take the risk and the reward mentality, and let's just go for it. And so tonight, that's going to be huge. That's going to be very important.
Well, and for the Miners in the postseason, their postseason really has been marked by long runs. In the match against Franklin a week ago today, they started off the first set with 13 straight points.
Oh.
And, after the 13 straight, they played it pretty even, but guess what? One team hit 25 first, and it was the Miners. So, and in most of their games, Jamie, one of the things that has been interesting is that it has been earmarked by some long runs. Okay. And those runs of 4 and 5 points, they're what makes a set.
Yep, those are called point strings, and boy, I know as a coach, we talk a lot about eliminating point strings.
And we're going to rise for our national anthem. So we are just about ready for the start of this Division I championship game. Jamie? thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate you. I know that you may want to sit and watch these players, but if you want to stay with us, you're certainly welcome to. But we don't want to keep you from doing scouting, especially these girls in the navy blue. I think navy blue is a nice color, don't you?
I
think they could very well adapt to UC Davis colors. What do you think?
I think that's wonderful.
They'll just think like they're playing the high school ball. They'll starve for you.
Well, we want to keep them close to home.
That's
sure.
right.
Well, thank you for having me. And,
thank you, Jamie.
Good luck to you guys.
Very good.
You guys make history, and thanks for having me.
Okay.
Thank you, Jamie.
Jamie Holmes, the head coach of the UC Davis Aggies volleyball program. Hope to see you soon,
Thank
Jamie.
you, Jamie.
We have one final play.
So, Ed, here we are again.
Oh, my gosh, year in and year out.
It always seems like our paths at some point cross in this gymnasium, doesn't it?
Oh boy, I guess this is my 5th year with this, and it just is more fun every time because I know a little more about what's going on and a little more time, with seeing the girls. And this year I'd gotten to talk to Jamie a time or two. We have some mutual friends, and get her down to talk to us a little bit in advance. And a Division I college coach telling you about what it takes to play in college is not something you get every night. So,
no, it isn't.
You got to be pleased. But I think, this is the main course here, the main event. This, the Indians, they are hungry. They've got, as we said, a bunch of jump servers. Not necessarily a lot of height, but they've got some height. And, they've been practicing hard to get here. I think it was Golden Valley, the coaches said, we practiced our jump serves, and it just wasn't enough. The Napa was just bouncing them off the walls with their big jump serves, and, took them out. Here they are to play us. So, you got to respect them, and I don't know. I mean, I just have the highest regard for this Lady Miners team. Like we talked about, I don't know that they struggled early, but they really had to work to find their focus and to build their team chemistry. And I think, so often that's really the thing. I was just reading the coach at UC Santa Barbara, women's basketball coach, just retired. He coached baseball and women's basketball. Finally said, I gave up baseball because, women playing, it's important to be a team, to have that bonding, and he just enjoyed that. So, and I think, that's one thing with this team. They were able to find that, that place they were all together, and they've really made something out of it, to continue their sweep in the postseason like they have. Just really terrific stuff. But those late matches in the season, that Rockland match, Alexis Moser has 31 digs. Rockland's undefeated in the conference. After that night, they weren't anymore. They maintained their number one ranking in the Division I in the section. When the power ratings came out halfway through the season, they were hosting. And that's not a rebuilding year. This team has really stepped up and lived up to the tradition of Nevada Union Lady Miner Volleyball, and you just got to be pleased.
All year, the rally cry for the Miners has been play your game, play your game, play your game. And tonight, if the Miners play their game, they should be triumphant against even a tough Napa team. Napa will keep the ball in play. They'll wait for you to make a mistake. Having talked with the ladies before the match, the Miners were somewhat anxious, somewhat nervous. The Miners are going to have to serve tough to get them out of sync. If you take a look at it, Napa has one really good hitter. The Miners have a number of weapons that they can use. And, Marco Salcedo said in the pregame, Ed, he said that they have not played anybody like us. And so he also said if they play the game, we should be okay. Who are the solid players? We'll look for a lot from Taylor Japhet, Mallory Castles, Abby Miraldi, of course, Lex Moser. Ellie Selleck needs to play big. Kendall Butterfield needs to play big. Paige Carnahan needs to play big. So he would not call those players wild cards, but boy, could they ever make the difference tonight, Ed.
Well, they all have to come out and play their best game. I mean, I think that's the thing in this level, this kind of game. you can't sort of wait around for the other team to, get out in front and then play catch-up. You've really got to come out and be decisive. And I've enjoyed that late in the season from this team. They've come out and established themselves early in these matches, and I think that's crucial. The 13-point service run against Rodriguez, just amazing stuff. But, you work your way up, and even Modesto didn't have the kind of competition that Nevada Union gave them. And, I don't know. Napa has some good teams around, but and to take out Golden Valley, whom we've seen at this level before, it's never a foregone conclusion. And I think the Miners know that. They've got to come out and really do their best.
And the Miners may be a little bit nervous or a little bit anxious going into this match, but you have to think a couple of points in that the Butterflies are at least going to be flying in formation. If you've watched the playoff run of the Miners, you will find that they will start with the same players. They will probably stick with the same rotations. If late in the game the Miners are where they have been over the course of the last 12 days, then you'll probably find some substitutes in. But largely, ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're going to see a group of Miners out on the floor who have led this team for about the last 4 weeks. You will see Lex Moser, you'll see Paige Carnahan, you'll see Kendall Butterfield, Taylor Japhet, Mallory Castles, Abby Miraldi. You'll see all of them out there to try to make their way through this championship match, and then let's throw in Ellie Selleck at a certain strategic time. The only one of all those mentions that will not start will be Taylor Japhet. Taylor goes to the bench. We'll see her in pretty soon. Kendall Butterfield has the ball, and this championship match is about ready to get underway. Jim Adams, Ed Martin here from UC Davis, the campus of UC Davis, for the Division I championship, and it is underway. Ball is set up. Deep hit, and that is out.
Christina Fonville hits it long.
So, as has been the usual game plan, Butterfield to start off this set will probably start off every set. Here's the dig. Far side. Lex Moser gets it up. Selleck with the dig. And hit into the net by Kendall Butterfield. So Kendall with a mishit there. One apiece. Back to serve will be Maggie Wessel for the Napa Indians. And right at the net, and the ball is struck and killed by Napa.
Well, a couple of sort of unforced errors there. Tatum Souza, who really is a good hitter for them up front.
Miners struggled a little bit early in their last match, and that service goes long. Lex Moser intelligently does not play it, and that will bring Ellie Selleck back to the line. And she serves it long.
Oh, trading service errors.
Cassidy Wallace to serve for Napa. Napa leading 3-2. Oh, and played by Ellie Selleck. That was going to go out, but she did play it, and so that goes to 4-2.
Well, I think that was a reflex reaction on her part, just coming right at her like that.
So Wallace with a point for the Indians. And that's an ace. And one of the things to be feared is this Napa serve. They have a number of very good jump servers, and we're seeing that early on.
Well, Cassidy Wallace, a left-hander, doubly confusing.
And looks like they're kind of picking on Ellie Selleck a little bit over on this side, Ed.
Well, front row player, you go at her.
Opportunity for Nevada Union, and there's the kill. Mallory Castles.
They get the side out. Taylor Japhet comes in for Castles.
and I believe the ball went over on the other court. And, you know, Ed, a lot is going to be expected of both of these teams at the service line tonight.
Well, you know, just like good starting pitching, it's good service in a game like this can take you a long way.
Lex Moser. And that is wide. So early on here in set number 1, Napa leading 6-4. Nice block by Nevada Union. Now an opportunity. Miraldi. Good dig by the back line of Napa. And that ball's hit long. So Nevada Union has brought it back to 6-5. Moser on a nice run here early on, and the Miners let it fall. A nice dink.
Like a campfire there, everybody looking at it in the middle.
I think it was Tatum Souza again for the Indians. Miners have cut the lead to 2, 7-5. And Souza goes back to serve for the Indians. And a fault. And here comes Paige Carnahan, one of the players at the service line that the Miners will expect a lot of tonight.
Well, she's had a terrific game from the service line. She can give them a variety of looks going over the net. So
Miners get it back over on a nice dive by Carnahan. Paige Carnahan needs to get it over and does. Miners trying hard defensively. Here is the set. Miners can't take it down though. And a double hit is called against the Indians, and we are tied at 7.
Well, the Miners have stayed with it here, and they've tied it up.
And a fault by Paige Carnahan.
Oh, the jump serve is a high-risk, high-return kind of play.
And so here we are early in the first set. Miners trailing 8-7 to the line for the Indians, and there's the serve. It's up. Japhett. Yes.
J.J. Wagner
So we
served
are
it,
tied at 8.
but she couldn't make the play there. She's coming out right now. She just signed a letter of intent to play softball here at UC Davis, one of the Napa players.
What's that, Ed?
J.J. Wagner.
No. Softball?
Softball. What's that? It'll be coming in a few weeks, and we'll see Kendall Butterfield out
Yeah, I
there
was going to
pitching.
say, I won't say that to Kendall.
That's right.
Here is Abby Miraldi for Nevada Union, and it's wide. Ed, these service faults.
Boy, you've got to calm your butterflies down and make your serves. You know, you just have to get it in the over the net and in the court.
Kaylee Martin serving. And a double hit is called against Kendall Butterfield.
It seemed like she and Abby Miraldi may not have been communicating too well about who was supposed to be where. Now, Kaylee Martin is not my cousin, just so you know.
So Martin waiting. They're checking the score, I believe. 10-8 is the correct score, but let's see what they figure out. For Nevada Union, the moment has to have arrived here, Ed, where the butterflies are gone and they need to play their game.
Well, you're almost halfway through the first game of a match that's going to make your year. You know, if you can win it, you're somebody they talk about for a long, long time. If you don't settle down and win it, then you're just another really good team that played for the Miners. I can't quite make out what's up over there, whether it's the libero tracker trying to be sure the subs are proper or what. Well,
and I've been following the score fairly carefully, and 10-8 is the correct score at this moment of the game. So maybe they're talking about something else. And now we are ready.
Okay. It may have just been a rotation question.
Kaylee Martin back at the service line, almost like a timeout. Lex Moser with the dig. Here is the set. Beautiful dig here. And cannot take it back over the net as Maggie Wessel could not quite get it, and Taylor Japhet goes to the line. Miners down by 1, 10-9. And a double hit is called against Napa, so we are tied at 10.
That's a couple now on Cassidy Wallace. You know, sometimes it'll shake their confidence a little bit.
And it's long. So Japhet serves it long, and Nevada Union, in what has been their strength this last third of the season, their service has had a little tough time in the early going. Maraldi. Nice block by Nevada Union. But of course, Napa keeps the ball in play, and this time Wessel gets the kill.
Well, she came up on that same approach, that ball. It didn't work, and this one was right in her wheelhouse.
Tessa Butterfield in for Nevada Union defensively. Christina Fonville serving for the Indians. And there's the kill for Mallory Castles.
And Kaylee Martin, all she can do is hit the floor in frustration, slap the floor. That was right down where she couldn't do a thing.
Tessa out, Paige Carnahan in, and Kendall Butterfield to the service line. Miners trailing by 1. And that's in.
Well, Christina Fonville is doing some good work for them from the left side. You know, she's got good ups there. Not a particularly tall girl, but that's one thing they really have worked on, you know, playing their height. And
Napa Indians maintaining that side out 2-point lead, and there is an error by Mallory Castles, and that takes it to 14-11. Ed, the Miners not really hitting their rhythm yet here in the first set.
No, they're having to get used to this.
And
there
there's the kill by Abby Maraldi, and that makes it 14-12.
Oh, and she found that seam in the back and right in front of the end line. So, give him back the serve.
And that is long. So 14-13. And Ed, let's face it, in all of the matches that we've seen leading up to this in this tournament, the Miners have had some good runs, and this has got to be one of the stages where they get one.
Well, they've got to do it here. Had some better luck playing it out of the net Tuesday night against Modesto, and you can't always count on that, but they got to get their passing together.
Cassidy Wallace serving. Good opportunity again for Napa, and dinked into the net by Tatum Souza.
I think she thought she might get a roll shot out of that, and she just didn't connect with it like she wanted to.
Lex Moser serving for the Miners. Will be a free ball for Nevada Union. See if they can do something with it. And they do! Taylor Japhet with the kill, and the Miners, the Indians, are tied at 15.
Taylor was able to get up above the net and get a look around, so she had a good chance to place that ball.
Lex Moser again. Nice block. Played up. Opportunity. Yes! Taylor Japhet, and the Miners have only their second lead of the set, and now they're giving the ball to Napa.
Well,
so take that one off and give it to Napa. Napa leads 16-15.
I don't know if he decided that was an impermissible contact there on Japhet's part or not. I saw him flick his hands like a middle blocker does.
Souza to serve for Napa. And that is in.
Oh, just caught the back corner there, Kaylee Martin.
So 17-15 Indians. Tatum Souza serving and an ace.
And right in, Abby Moraldi. Kind of a knuckleball there.
And the Miners call timeout. So Nevada Union, Ed, in a little bit of territory that they're not especially used to. They're playing a high-powered team and losing 18-15 here in set number one.
Well, they caught up at 15 all, and then Napa's pulled 3 more points away, and we were talking early about, the other team getting strings and getting momentum, and, this is where the Miners have really got to circle the wagon and, shut down this offense, because some of it's their own errors, but some of it is, the other team is playing tough.
So Miners take a timeout to cool Tatum Souza, who has taken it from 16-15 to 18-15. And nice dig. Great job. But another nice dig again, and a free ball for Nevada Union. These are points they have to put away. Moraldi, yes!
Very good. Yep, we had her on after Tuesday's match, and she had 14 kills there. She's got to get some tonight.
So Paige Carnahan back. Miners down by 2. Carnahan's serve has been important to Nevada Union, and in that case, she faults.
Well, that's 2 of her jump serves that haven't gone over, so,
Well, and Ed, with that said, if you take a look, I have not seen a set in the playoffs where the Miners have faulted as much as they have tonight.
Well, they've got to get on their game here. J.J. Wagner again serving.
And the block fails. Miners with the point, making it 19-17.
Well, Moraldi able to sort of wipe it off the block there, and this is the kind of moment a player like Abby Moraldi's got to step up and start making the match happen.
So let's see if she can here, Ed. Nice dig. Miners take it back over again. Opportunity for Napa, but hit long.
Christina Fonville wound up on it, but over the block and out of bounds.
So the Miners now trail by 1, 19-18. Abby Moraldi again serving. And it goes up against the net. The Miners couldn't play it. Tessa Butterfield tried to get that up, could not.
Well, she got over there to it. I think she just, it was already at the wall, so she just couldn't, force it back.
Kaylee Martin again serving for Napa. And the point goes to Napa, 21-18.
Moraldi diving for it. She's going to do what she's got to do, but all the Miners have to pitch in right now. This is
especially right now at crucial point at 21-18.
21-18. You can't let it go any further.
Ellie Selleck, but hits it on the other side of the antenna, and it will be 22-18.
Well,
Miners take timeout.
Yeah, Nevada Union's getting taken out of their system on these plays and just not able to play their game. And, the coaching staff has got to get them calmed down and focused. You know, we talked about serve receive, and we're seeing both sides of the net. Nevada Union making some unforced errors in their service game. Napa coming on with a really strong service game and taking the Miners out of their system. And, you know, that's a tough thing to do because you're constantly scrambling. You can't just buck, set, kill like you're used to. You've got to improvise. It's harder for things to work. So, you know, the Miners are in a position you don't want to be in that first game down, you know, staring that first game loss in the face. And, you know, you've got to work hard to keep the momentum of the match on your side.
So here comes Kaylee Martin. Miners have had trouble with her thus far this evening and her serve. Japhet gets it off with a touch, but a great play here by the Napa Indians. Japhet.
Very nice.
Ed, I guess it goes without saying that the Miners, this is the moment at which they must go on a run. They can't go down 23-19.
You can't trade points at a time like this. You've got to put some on the board right now.
And a double hit is called, so the Miners get one back there, making it 22-20. Opportunity for Nevada Union. This will be Ellie Selleck. The touch is there. The point is Nevada Union's. 22-21.
Closing the gap.
So, and timeout is called by Napa. 22-21. And Ed, I guess a little bit of what the doctor ordered, but this next point is absolutely huge because the game will either be 22 each or 23-21. Huge difference.
Huge difference. You don't want the other team on the doorstep of game point.
So Miners trailing by 2. Taylor Japhet to serve again for Nevada Union. Ooh, Miners will get a free ball here. Can they make something of this? The set, the hit by Castles. However, Napa gets a free try, but a double hit is called, and we are tied at 22.
No, this is a much better place.
So Japhet has led the Miners back into this game. Here comes Napa. Nevada Union with another opportunity. Tied here at 22. Yes! Yes!
Oh, Mallory Castles is just money in the middle.
And the Miners from the brink of defeat have now taken a 23-22 lead coming into this serve at 22-18.
And Napa blinks.
Napa blinked.
A big change.
And Taylor Japhet, you've got to say this for her right now, Ed. She has come in at the moment of destiny in which the Miners were on the brink of losing the first set, and she has come in and gotten the points unbelievably. The Miners lead by 1.
Well, you don't always expect your middle blocker to be the one serving when the chips are down.
Well, and you know, if we said to ourselves, who would be the individual that would be in the middle of a big service right here, we might not pick Taylor Japhet.
Well, but you know, if you said who would you pick if the chips are down, I might say Taylor Japhet.
Good point, good point. So Japhet here, 23-22. And a kill by Napa.
Yep, right down the line there.
So we are tied at 23 in the first set here from UC Davis. And now, Ed, this next point, huge because one team will have set point.
Well, but you've got probably your best serve receive in here right now.
Here's the set. And a double hit is called against Kendall Butterfield. And Napa now on the verge of taking the first set. Set point for Brianna O'Malley. Here's the set. And the kill for Nevada Union, Mallory Castles. That was Christina Fonville rather than Brianna O'Malley serving. And so, well, Ed, here we are in an interesting situation. Kendall Butterfield serving for Nevada Union. You know, they always lead off with her because of how strong she has been. Miners with an opportunity now. Over on their side, Selleck. Played well by Napa. Nevada Union has a free ball. Here is the set. Napa will not let it fall. Another opportunity for Nevada Union. Napa, now their opportunity, and there is the kill. So Napa takes the 25-24 lead.
This is some nerve-wracking free volleyball.
Serving Maggie Wessel for the Indians. Again, set point, 25-24. Way back in the corner, this will be a free ball for Nevada Union. Ellie Selleck. And it's a 4-hit. Napa takes game one, 26-24.
Almost thought it got the block there, but no such luck.
Ed, I'm going to let you do the mentions here. We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Lady Miner Volleyball has been underwritten by
Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers knows all about aggregates. And with 2 locations to serve you, including their new facility in Colfax, it means that they have even more rocks for your landscaping uses. Whether you need crushed rock, base rock, riprap, building stone, or large landscape rocks, Hanson Brothers Colfax has it all. They're also a source for ready-mix concrete with 2 concrete plants in Grass Valley and in Colfax. They're always ready to help create the home of your dreams. Hanson Brothers Colfax, proud to be part of the Colfax community and Hanson Brothers Enterprises. And Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center since 1921. And just in time for the holidays, in the Hills Flat Big Book of Christmas Wishes, inside you'll find Santa gifts for everyone on your list. Boys love their toys, and big boys are no different. For the big boy in your home, there are power tools from Makita, Work Sharp, and Craig. Or to light your way, Hills Flat carries a selection of flashlights from Maglite. It's all in the Big Book of Christmas Wishes, good through December 31st, and only at Hills Flat Lumber, where the Pardini family wishes you the best Christmas ever. And Butterfield Roofing. David Butterfield and Butterfield Roofing have been serving your roofing needs for the past 8 years in Nevada and Placer counties. As a small independent roofing specialist, David offers personal service for any roofing need, from emergency repairs to a whole new roof with any composite or metal roof material. Butterfield Roofing can handle any size job. His thorough inspection of your roof prior to installation will detect any dry rot or termite conditions that need to be repaired, so you'll know your roof is tight and secure. Butterfield Roofing, a proud supporter of Lady Miner Volleyball. And Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton loves to support Lady Miner Volleyball. Mike and Robin also remind you to come join them as they honor their son Michael Jr. at the 3rd annual Turkey Trot and 5 and 10K run, Thanksgiving morning, Thursday, November 27th at Hooper Stadium. Registration begins at 7:30 and the racing begins at 8:30. The MEB2 Foundation supports local youth activities and suicide and depression awareness initiatives. So come on out and join the friends of Michael and the Bratton family on Thanksgiving, November 27th for the 3rd annual Turkey Trot.
So here we go. Touchdown Productions, voted one of Nevada County's best. We're glad that you can join us. Jim Adams, Ed Martin here, bringing you all the exciting section championship matchup. And here we go for set number 2. Wasn't quite ready, so we'll do it all over again. Christina Fonville, a little bit anxious.
Have 81 games in a row, and Nevada Union now has to start a new streak.
And here is Fonville starting off the second set. And there's a touch on that. Free ball for Nevada Union. Can they do something with it? Ellie Selleck, the touch is there. Yep. The point is Nevada Union's.
Able to hit it off the high hands there.
And Kendall Butterfield will... Miners had their chance in the first set, leading 23-22, Ed.
Well, that's the thing. You've got to close these matches out.
Now Nevada Union with a chance. Nice set, but the block is there. And that's Miners' point on the touch. The Napa bench was up and cheering, but they were a little bit premature as that ball was digged and killed by Nevada Union.
Well, Paige Carnahan had a chance there to tool it off the outside of the block, and she took it.
Kendall Butterfield serving for Nevada Union. A nice up. Good dig. Abby Maraldi will play a free ball on that one. And hit into the net by Tatum Souza.
Off the antenna there, just set too far out for her to have a good angle and get the ball in.
Very good officiating crew tonight, as you might think it would be.
Well, you don't get to call the Division I section final without being a ref they can trust.
Nice serve again. Oh, and Mallory Castles meets the Indian at the net and kills. That was a scalping by Mallory Castles.
Absolutely. Cassidy Wallace thought she was going to get a nice little set there, but too close to the net, and Mallory could take care of that.
And another point for Nevada Union. So the Miners getting out of Butterfield here in her first service what they had hoped to get out of her in the first set. And a beautiful up by the Indians, but the ball is struck long.
Yep, now here's that one again. Let's watch this. See, Cassidy Wallace is going for the set there, but it's right on the net, and as she tries to make her setters dink there, Mallory Castles just has her.
And surprisingly enough here in the early stages of the second set,
yeah, it's a touchdown production.
Nevada Union has, in the early stages of this second set, jumped out to a 6-0 lead. So the Miners really, they got a side out on the first point, and then Kendall Butterfield stepped to the line, 5 straight points, and they have caused Napa to call a timeout here in the early stages of set number 2. Butterfield readies herself, Miners leading by 6. Good opportunity, and the kill is there for Napa.
Well, Napa gets service back, but they're down by 5 here.
And we kind of talked about it in the pregame. Miners have been a little bit of a team of runs, and boy, they really needed it there. Now they need to hang on to it, but a double hit is called against the Miners.
And Katie Morris was up there for that one anyway, so the Miners were looking up from the bottom of the hole.
And, you know, Ed, the Miners really have to hold the line here right now. They can't let Napa scream their way back into this set.
Nope.
Here's the set by Butterfield. Paige Carnahan, nice dig. Moser. And there it is! Mallory Castles again with the kill.
Well, she's finding that back corner.
Big point, though, Ed. I mean, early on here, but they had led 6-0, and then it was 6-2, so they stopped the bleeding there early. Nice set. Good block by Nevada Union, but it goes wide.
Yep. Well, you've got to keep some distance in a situation like this. You know, a team that can put up points like this, you've got, you know, a left-handed jump server, and It's not what you're used to seeing.
There's the set. Paige Carnahan with the kill.
Very nice. Able to take it off Katie Morris there and down for the kill.
So 8-3. Nevada Union maintains a 5-point bulge, and Lex Moser at the line. Beautiful set, and that is in.
You can't let up for a minute.
Tatum Souza to serve now for Napa. Front row of Christina Fonville and Kaylee Martin, and there is a fault.
And Katie Morris there.
So,
with him.
Ed, looks like the Miners maybe have gotten their service game. Maybe I shouldn't have said this before Paige Carnahan stepped up, but they've kind of got their service game back on track after giving up a lot of points and an ace.
Oh, that's good to see, and that's one thing we've seen this season is Paige. One serve doesn't work for her, she'll give you another one. She's got a floater, she's got a jump serve, and she's got a nice little bullet that comes over the net low.
Nice set. Double hit is called against Napa.
We're getting up to about half a dozen ball handling errors against Cassidy Wallace, and that can weigh on you.
So the Miners up by a nifty 7, 11-4. Carnahan hits it into the net. And in a match here where the Miners are really getting the ball in play, it's just important not to fault because they seem to be doing pretty well.
Look at
Jana Wagner. Here's the set. Taylor Japhet. Nice play by the. A lift is.
Nope.
Oh, ball is still in play. Good dig. Big point here. Whoever gets it, and that is struck long by Taylor Japhet.
Right on the line, but the linesman had to move out of the way, so it's long.
Jana Wagner.
They call her JJ.
JJ. Lead cut to 5 for Nevada Union. Need to stop it right here. Double hit again is called against Kendall Butterfield.
Well, he's calling them tight.
But I believe he's doing it both ways. Lex
yeah.
Moser over there to plead the case for Nevada Union.
I think just trying to be sure what is it you're calling, But that rally where the Miners were able to rescue that ball, not a lift at all. I mean, we're getting called pretty squarely this evening.
11-7. And that should be long, but it's played by Abby Maraldi, played on the back row there. Here's the hit. It's in!
Wow, right on the
Taylor Japhet with a cross-court hit.
Yeah, right to the attack line, just where you want it.
And here comes Maraldi. 12-7 in set number 2. And that is long. Oh, but what have they called?
Well, the linesman here called it long, but the up ref called it in. And he didn't hesitate. I think our linesman really didn't have the angle.
So 12-8. Now a 4-point lead, almost an ace. Good play there by Lex. Taylor Japhet, good dig there by Napa. Played over. Nice dig. Lex will have to get it back into play. Kendall Butterfield plays it over. Free ball this time for the Indians. Nice set.
Terrific.
Miners keep it in play, will not let it fall. See if it works their way. And that will go wide, and the Miners will take it to 13-8 at a hard-fought point.
Well, and way back behind the baseline, and Lex Moser able to keep it in play.
Taylor
for a point.
Taylor Japhet to serve for Nevada Union, and she faults on it.
It's about 5 or 6 service errors here, and you just don't like to give them up.
You know, and it seems like almost, Ed, we've seen more faults in this match than we saw in the last 2 matches combined.
Oh, absolutely.
Christina Fonville to serve for Napa. Nice serve. Here's the set. Dinked, but played up nicely by the Indians. And the touch was there. It's called long. Oh, Miners caught a lucky break, Ed. Did you see the touch on that?
You know, I see them and hear them, and the refs don't, so I just never know.
Have you ever thought of running for politics there, Ed?
Oh, I don't know. The ref is the one with the gavel, you know.
Butterfield serving for Nevada Union. Nice dig. Opportunity for Nevada Union. Again, the set. Tries to hit the corner, and it's out.
Just a little bit wide.
So now 14-10 Nevada Union. Maggie Wessel at the line for a jump serve for the Indians. And that is an ace.
Boy, Ellie Selleck ran after it clear beyond the bench, but, you know, that was one thing we knew coming in. You know, we all knew the service game is very strong for Napa.
And that initial 6-point lead for Nevada Union has now gone to 3. And that one is in. A nice kill by Ellie Selleck.
Got that cross-court shot on a sharp angle and kept it in.
And the Miners retake a 4-point lead. Ellie Selleck to serve for Nevada Union. And that's it. Oh!
I don't know. You just don't know what you're
Sorry.
seeing. Over here in the...
I'd like to see a replay. Man, Ed.
I don't know. It looked like it to me, but that broad stripe for the basketball court.
Well, and you know, you also have to say he is right on top of it. So what can you say?
Oh, yeah.
Abby Maraldi. Yes!
Down
right.
the line that time.
Now, that was one right on the line, Ed.
Oh, yeah. Well, that line shot is a wonder to see, and when it works, it's deadly.
Lex Moser for Nevada Union. Chance for Taylor Japhet, and she gets the kill.
Tatum Souza able to get that back over, but gave Japhet a chance, and Wallace just could not get to that one.
Ed, are these big points or huge points for Nevada Union at this point in the match?
Well, you've got 5 on them. You need to keep stretching that out. You don't want to let a team like this stay with you, because we've seen they can stay with you and get ahead of you.
Abby Maraldi with a kill for the Miners, and the lead is at 6.
And this is the point you've got to, bear down.
So Lex Moser serving, and that will go long. So Lex picks up a couple of points before giving it up. Miners leading 18-13. As we begin to take a glance at the latter stages of set number 3. And there's an ace for Napa.
Tatum Souza really got a bullet off there, and Lex Moser had to go off to the side, and just shanked it. Really no way to get a good hand on that.
Tatum Souza, 18-14. Nevada Union's lead back down to 4. Nice serve. Selleck gets it up barely, but now here's a chance for Nevada Union, and it's hit into the net by Napa.
No, they really didn't have that ball in any sort of control there. It was sort of volleyballing around at the net.
19-14. Paige Carnahan to serve for the Miners. Opportunity now for Nevada Union, but it's blocked at the net by the Indians. Number 24, Katie Morris.
Yeah, Katie Morris and 25, Kaylee Martin, giving them a lot of height at the net there and able to make that block.
J.J. Wagner here for the Indians. Nice dig. Here's the opportunity. Miners in position. And a kill for Nevada Union.
Yep. Japheth able to hit that off the side of the block.
So 20-15. Ed, were you the man who once taught me that the first team to 20 has a little bit of an advantage?
Well, back when it was a 30-point game, that was the case, and certainly now at 20, if you're up by a few, you've got a good shot, but you can't go to sleep on this Napa team. Oh,
a double hit again called against Kendall Butterfield.
Well, that may have been, yeah, that was just funny. Lex Moser really seems puzzled by that.
She does, and you know, Lex is pretty soft-spoken, but yet there she was. Oh, and the Miners can't quite get that ball over, so it'll be 20-17.
See, and now they're back within 3 of you. So, you know, you've got to circle the wagons here if you're in you.
Kaylee Martin will be next up to serve for the Napa Indians.
With the second assistant coach. He's getting her lined out there, you know, where to serve, who to go to. Seems, you know, this is a point where you can say, put the ball in play this way. Here's what I've seen, you know. And, you know, this is where the Miners really do have to.
You know, and you have to say for Napa, excellent at the service line and rather good at the net too, Ed.
It's been, you know, I think one of the things that I saw, you know, they were trying to do was work on their net play, you know, get used to playing these tall teams, and, you know, they've come in here, you know, clearly they've done their homework.
So Martin serving, and that'll be long, and it is. Wow.
21-17.
Mallory Castles checks back in. Lex Moser to take a momentary rest. Taylor Japheth to serve. Nevada Union with an opportunity. Maraldi.
Oh.
And a lift is called against Nevada Union.
Kind of got down in Ellie Selleck's hands there and more palm than you're allowed.
Christina Fonville. Oh, beautiful play there. Now here, and there's a touch. There's a touch, and they catch it.
My heart in my mouth for a moment there that he wouldn't see that touch.
And so, as it was in the first set, it is again 22-18, this time favoring Nevada Union.
Well, you still don't want to trade points with the other side.
Butterfield serving. A free ball for the Miners. Another free ball for Nevada Union. Nice dig. Here again for the Miners. Hit from the back line. Now finally Napa has their advantage. But the block is there, and Nevada Union leads 23-18.
Well, that was Castles and Selleck there, able to see that ball coming back their way. Up.
And so timeout is called by Napa. And for Nevada Union, Ed, right on the brink of a set 2 victory. They lead 23-18. Ed Martin, Jim Adams here. bringing you this exciting sectional championship game. Nevada Union having lost the first lost set in sectional play in 81 sets. And here, let's take a look at the replay here, Ed.
Now here we go. Able to go down the line, but a dig in the back. Now, looks like Fonville's going to have, there you go, in. Moraldi able to pick it up from the back.
Now here's the first real offensive chance. And there's the kill. Back to live action.
Terrific.
Miners leading by 5. And a nice kill by number 15, Tatum Souza.
Souza's been really good for them tonight, and she just, stomped her foot like a flamenco dancer.
Serving is Maggie Wessel for the Indians. Here's the set. Paige Carnahan hits it hard, but there's a touch, and the Miners get the point.
Oh, and Maggie Wessel.
And Napa appealing to the referee, Katie Morris, saying, who got that touch? I can't believe it. But you can believe the scoreboard. Miners leading by 5, 24-19. Ellie Selleck to the line.
I think Souza may have gotten a hand on that one coming over.
Nice block by Nevada Union. But Nevada Union is Nevada Union against the net. So that makes it 24-20. Cassidy Wallace to serve.
You want to close out your game point here.
Here's Wallace. The set. Abby Moraldi, but a double hit is called against Kendall Butterfield.
That's about 10 for both sides on the match.
24-21. Miners have 3 more set points. Now only 2 as the kill is there for Napa.
Katie Morris and Kaylee Martin just thrilled about that one, holding off game point there one more time.
And Nevada Union takes a timeout. Ed, again, we're going to come down to a very close conclusion here to set number 2.
Well, that's, they've only got one more game point, and they're going to have to take it, 2 more game points, but they've got to keep control right now.
And I think they want to take it right now. They surely do not want to take it to the point where it could be tied at 24.
No, you don't want free volleyball in a situation like this. You've got to close it out and go on to game 3.
So here is Wallace. Moraldi, no, it looks like a Napa player. Moraldi over talking to the referee in this situation. They must be talking maybe about Butterfield here. Do you think, Ed?
Well, I think there is sort of a, how is it you're calling this stuff? Because there's a lot of ball handling errors being called on the setters, and, that's...
But we are ready. Cassidy Wallace. Referee calls for the ball. And here it comes. Dig by Moser. Set. Napa keeps the ball in play. They'll have an opportunity here. A little dink. Good save. Right at the net. Miners dig it. Napa with an opportunity here. Great play by Lex Moser, but they can't keep it in, and it is 24-23.
This is the only game point that Nevada Union might get here. If they don't close this out, then we go back into that limbo of extended play.
So Wallace serving. Here's the dig. There's the set. It's Castles. But another nice dig by Napa, and now it's their turn to try to tie it up. Free ball. Hit long. It is out! Miners win 25-23. So 26-24 set 1. 25-23 set 2. We will stay right here. Instead of going to mentions, you see the ladies changing sides. The Miners will come over on this side, and Ed, I guess we better settle in for a long night.
Well, we got to play 4 no matter what right now, so we just have to hang in
and let's take a look at that last point. Boy, the first error that Napa made in a little while, Ed.
Yep. You know, I just think a left-handed jump server is deadly because you just don't see it, you know. And that was it, and get Wallace back there.
Now, and I thought this was their opportunity to really set it nicely, but instead look at that long arcing ball, and it goes out.
Well, I think
fortuitous for Nevada Union.
Absolutely. You had Martin, who's really not used to that, and she just tries to bump it over, and sort of a broken play for them. You really thought that that was the situation, even with Wallace back in the back corner. You know, right side normally sets it, but she's working from the opposite side.
And, you know, I think the interesting part about it is that Nevada Union, let's face it, they got out in front, Ed, 6-0, and they rode that to the very end.
Well, that's it. If you can just get some separation and keep the other team from picking up momentum, you know, you can get there. But it was there were some scary moments there late. I thought they could, you know, swap points with them and make it, but you can't let Napa just, you know, play their game, because they can serve the ball in with the sort of thing you just don't see that often. You know, Cassidy Wallace, to me, terrific setter, got that left-handed jump serve, able to play some really good defense. You know, this is a good team. They didn't get here by just, you know, good luck. They played hard, and they're deadly. You know, I'm impressed with them.
So what are both teams thinking here? Are they saying, okay, both sets have been decided by 2 points, now we're at the best of 3?
Well, that's it, and it's 1-1, so it's just like a new match, you know. We can take these guys. You can just hear them say, you know, but somebody's got to win 2 out of the next 3, and, you know, from our end, it better be the Miners.
Kendall Butterfield will start it off again for Nevada Union. Ed, I guess I got a little excited between Game 2 and Game 3 and wet my whistle with it.
Not to worry, not to worry.
It was good water, Ed. It tasted really good. Oh, well.
Nevada City water, it's the best. Yep.
And for the Miners, you know, as we pondered as early as this morning, we knew the Miners were in for a dogfight, and indeed, Ed, they are.
Well, this is a good team. This is the number 2 seed in the in the section, and this is a 1-2 matchup for sure.
Ellie Selleck touches there. Nice block by Nevada Union, and then struck wide.
Yep.
Miners up early, 1-0.
It was Maggie Wessel, some terrific play for them.
This Napa team is just not allowing the ball to fall. You have to give them great credit for that. And a point for Nevada Union off the tip. So Kendall Butterfield having a little bit of trouble with her sets tonight, but arguably playing well. Here's a chance for Nevada Union. Another chance. Nice set. Oh, and Paige Carnahan strikes it right into the block, and it's returned by Tatum Souza for a point for Napa.
Yep, Maggie Wessel in there with her, you know, that's...
I think Souza got the hit on that.
Souza, she, you know, so often if you're the middle, you jump up, you get an assist, but I think Souza did, in fact, take the cake on that one, the credit.
Here's Wessel, the set. Now Napa's turn. Miners with the dig. Paige Carnahan with the set. Miraldi. And that ball will go wide. Miners very fortunate in that exchange, Ed.
Well, it almost looked like Katie Morris was going to bump it up, and another player got a hand in there and knocked it out of the court.
Selleck. And struck into the net by Napa.
Souza got a good wind-up, but the ball was lower than she thought it was.
Here we are at the net. Miners with another point. Double hit called. Timeout is called by Napa. And for the Miners, jumping out to a 6-1 lead. So, similarly to how they started out in the second set, the Miners are ahead 5-1 here in the third set. And my good friend Ed Martin went over and adjusted things a little bit so we would be able to see the guest score.
I never trust my own scorekeeping. I'd rather see what the official scorer has to say.
Well, that's the only one that counts, isn't it? And here's Selleck again serving. And the touches against Nevada Union. And the point goes to Napa, making it 5-2.
Well, you got to say Tatum Souza is putting on a show tonight for Napa.
Cassidy Wallace to serve for the Indians. Opportunity here. Another chance. Paige Carnahan. But the block is there again. That one was Tatum Souza.
Yep, Morris up there with her, but I think Souza, you know, she was the one that kept turning up in their game recap stories.
Here's the set. Dink to the side, won't work for Nevada Union. Another opportunity for the Miners. And that one is killed by Mallory Castles.
Yep. Cassidy Wallace came off her hands and on out of bounds.
And so Castles comes out, Taylor Japhet comes in. Lex Moser back to serve for the Miners. Good block for the Miners. Right there at the net. Now the Miners with an opportunity. Abby Miraldi with a big hit, but the block is there, and the point is for Napa.
Kaylee Martin. Katie Morris.
And their block has seemed much more effective here in set number 3. Tatum Souza to serve. Almost an ace. Ooh! Nice hit for Nevada Union. Will be a free ball for the Miners. The set, Paige Carnahan, double hit is called against Kendall Butterfield. So Tatum Souza, Miners lead, cut to 1, 6-5. And there's a point for Nevada Union. Abby Miraldi with the kill.
Able to pound it off the block like that.
Ed, let me ask you, how does Kendall Butterfield make an adjustment for this match or for this referee, however you want to call it?
Well, you know, you've got to have your sets tight. You can't try setting the ball if you don't have your feet square under you, and that's one of the things he's calling.
Nice block by Nevada Union. Free ball. Let's see what they can make of it. Miraldi. Yes!
Right in between Morris and Martin. Sounds like a law firm, Morris and Martin.
So Carnahan continues. And that is hit long. Ooh. You know, one of the cries was we have to play our game, and there have been some uncharacteristic mistakes by the Miners tonight, namely double hits and service errors. And so those are some things that they're going to want to try to take care of right away. And now here's a chance for Napa. And a double hit is called this time against Napa.
Well,
and the Napa
Wallace,
coach is off the bench yelling at the referee.
He's really upset about that. But, you know, what I've seen tonight is it's being called pretty evenly. It's not like they're picking on either side. You've got about a dozen ball handling errors, about 6 on each side.
With
Maybe
that,
one more for Napa.
With that said, Ed, do you call it that tight in a championship game like this?
Well, there's an ace for Kylie Miraldi there, or Abby Miraldi.
You're taking us back a year, Ed.
Oh.
So Nevada Union now ahead by 4. And here's an opportunity for him. Nice dig by Kendall Butterfield. Played over by the Miners, and it's long.
Oh, Tessa kind of wound up on that one and might have held a little less mustard.
So you see it there, 10-7. And J.J. Wagner right there in your picture to serve for the Indians. Ellie Selleck. Yes!
That was bouncing all around Christina Fonville's shoulders there.
Taylor Japhett. Oh, and nobody plays it for Nevada Union. A little miscommunication.
Yeah, you could sort of see that one coming. I was surprised that the linesman was between me and where it hit the floor, but I thought somebody would have had that one.
It looked like a playable ball.
Yep.
Here's Fonville. The set hits into the block, and now an opportunity for Napa. But the Miners, and up against the net, actually a net play by Napa.
Yep. And it looks like, I couldn't tell, was that, yeah, it was Souza in the net.
So here's Butterfield serving the Kendall variety. Nice serve. Good set. And there's the kill.
Oh. And Moser was planted over there on the sideline, and it came on that seam there, right back, middle back.
Boy, and there was a point at which Napa really found the opening.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Able to get up and have a little extra time to find it.
Wessel for the Indians. Abby must hit from the back row. Now here's a chance for the Miners. Hit off the block, and the Miners get the point. And that was a play, a strong hit there for the Miners. I think it was Ellie Selleck that resulted in the point.
Absolutely. No, very good there.
Selleck with an ace.
Well, the Miners are keeping their focus here. They're up by 5 again at 14-9.
Big point here, and a double hit is called against Napa. So Selleck with a nice run, Ed.
Absolutely. No, Selleck's been good from the service line. She's a couple of good matches here. Now, the Napa coach did not come up off the bench to protest that, but you see a timeout here. He's down by 6 this late in the game, only 10 points to go for Nevada Union. He's got to hold the line here.
Well, and you know, Ed, you kind of have to wonder, though. Here is probably the game where the referee has really called the game the tightest on doubles that we've seen in the whole tournament. But the Miners in a fortunate situation here. We'll call it halfway, not quite, but halfway through the third set, leading 15-9, forcing Napa to call a timeout.
Well, that's it. I mean, Napa is running their offense, and they're getting called, and it's, you know, you can get rattled really fast with that. I mean, we've seen more ball handling errors called tonight than probably we'd see in 2 or 3 matches. But, you know, I just always feel like if the setter's not square, the setter doesn't, you know, hit the ball cleanly, that's a call you can make. And he's not, you know, it's not picking on anybody. He's just calling them tight.
This sequence by Selleck has been very important to get the Miners a little bit of breathing room, if there is such a thing against Napa.
Oh, well, you know, Souza gets a chance to really wind up like that, and it came down a little more in the corner than where Ellie Selleck was. So she's a powerful offensive weapon for them.
There you see Cassidy Wallace at the line. Miners leading 15-10. And that looked like it would be long, but it was played by Ellie Selleck, and the point goes to Napa.
Well, it was kind of a floater, and I seemed to rise a little bit as it got to her, so not a good ball to play, and you can't really let them go out in a situation like this.
There's the set, the touch, opportunity here for the Indians, and it's hit into the net.
Souza able to get up and get a good swing, but just didn't have the ball, I think, where she thought it was.
Mallory Castles comes out. Here's Lex Moser. And that is in.
Decisively in. Coach Dudek giving a little bit of instruction there. I think Abby Miraldi almost came off to shag the ball herself.
Miners by a slight lead of 4 here, with Souza, who's given the Miners fits all night serving. And there's the point.
You know, Fonville may not be very tall, but she's able to get up and get a good swing, and we've seen, you know, their outside attack has been pretty effective.
Fonville certainly beat the block, and what was a 15-9 game is now a 16-13 game. And it's out.
Oh.
Struck out by Taylor Japhet.
She sort of, you know, pointed to herself. That was me. You know, good enough set to make that play.
So Souza in the middle of a very healthy run for the Indians. Her serve has been very difficult. There's Abby Miraldi. That's not going to do it. Miraldi again, and she hits the antenna, and that will be Napa's ball.
Well, and now it's 16-15, and what you got with Souza, she has a funny little toss, and she comes around sidearm with that serve. It's a very odd sort of thing, and yet, you know, very difficult to defend and hard to know where it's going. You know, really something to get you off your pins, you know. So, you know, their service game continues to be something that devils us as well as their other opponents.
And she has brought them right back into the game. She came up to the line with it 16-10, and she has run off 5 quick points.
Oh yeah, no, that's, you know, that's got to be stopped. you can't let them do that because they will catch and pass you. You know, and Napa has got, as you can see in the background there, their cheerleaders, and I guess you'd call them their mascot in the giant yellow shorts and the Canadian aviator hat. Uh-oh, the wave or something. He's
Souza back up here. Oh, nice serve again. Lex Moser. But, of course, Napa won't let it fall, but a double hit is called against Napa. I don't know, Ed, this is seeming to get a little bit ridiculous. We've watched D1 ball all year, and I've never seen so many doubles in one match.
Well, you know, some will call them. I mean, this is probably about 15 altogether, and it seems like a lot.
And an ace for Paige Carnahan.
Christina Fonville, what happened to Tessa Butterfield earlier, just not room to play against that wall there.
Nice serve by Carnahan. Should be a free ball for Nevada Union. What can they do with it? It's set to Taylor Japhet, and she hits it into the block, but out, Miners ball.
Yep. That was very good, run that slide play and let her pound it off the block from a different angle.
And point goes to Napa. Taylor Japhet could not quite play it over.
Well, she was in the block and picked it up, off the block, but then nobody couldn't get it up and couldn't get anybody in there to take it. So
Rachel Barbos back to serve. Tessa Butterfield checks in. Paige Carnahan out. And here comes Barbos. And Abby Miraldi hits it wide.
I think
totally
that
mishit
shanked
that
off
one.
the heel of her hand or something, because she was trying to go down the line off the block, and it just went at a pretty wide angle off to the right.
Japhet. Opportunity now for Napa. They've been taking advantage of them. Now the Miners. Indians in control of this sequence. There's the touch. Right at the net, and it falls on the Miners' side.
Is that Rachel Barbos up there with
You see it there. Miners' lead reduced to 1. Rachel Barbos getting the job done for the Indians.
Yep, they were up by 3 just a minute ago, and now it's 1.
A back and forth match. We said that it was going to be a real back alley brawl, and it surely has been that. And a point. We are tied at 19.
Tessa Butterfield went for it, had to, way outside, just no way to get it back into play with just one hand down at foot level.
Barbos still serving. There's a touch on that. Miners with an opportunity. And there's the touch on the point.
Yep, Taylor Japhet.
Miners stem the tide, and Abby Miraldi back to serve for Nevada Union. But that lead is only 1. Nice block by the Miners. Another opportunity here. Lex with the up. There's the touch. Nice dig. And a double hit is called.
Now that was clearly a double hit. She was way out of, leaning way over backwards and trying to do something she just wasn't in a position to do.
21-19, Miners only by 2. Here's an opportunity for them. See if they can take advantage of it.
Yep. Napa
And they're
really
called
in
up
the net
against
there.
the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Katie
seemed like
Wessel, Maggie Wessel hooked up under the net with her arms, and you got to call those.
Oh, nice dig. See if it happens. Miners with a chance. And the point!
Very good. Kaylee Martin did a really good job there for Napa to get the ball back over, but it was right into the Nevada Union, playmaking spot. So suddenly 23-19.
Miraldi having done a significant job here at the line, but that point will go to Napa.
Taylor Japhet on the floor.
But Ed, they have set themselves up to prevail in this match. They put themselves in the driver's seat.
They've got to stay there. I mean, this is Christina Fonville up. We're getting a substitution, and J.J. Wagner will take the serve.
So, J.J. Wagner to serve for Napa. Miners needing desperately a side out, leading 23-20. Here's the set, and it's struck into the net by Ellie Selleck, 23-21.
That one went right between Japhet and Selleck, and not a good hit for either of them.
What a dog fight this has been tonight, Ed. Back and forth like two heavyweights, and that is an ace! 23-22.
Tessa Butterfield. Wagner's just like Kendall's a softball pitcher. J.J. Wagner's a softball catcher, and they know about where the ball's going to go.
So the Miners will take a timeout, and what was a 23-20 Well, 23-19.
23-19.
What was 23-19 has now become 23-22. And a side out in this situation for the Miners is almost a necessity. Ed.
Well, you've got to get the control of the ball back. You've got to be the one putting it in play. Take the other team out of their system and play your game. So, this is a real do or die kind of moment for the Miners.
There you see on the right the Miners bench, on the left the Napa Indian faithful. You hear the fans in the stands doing the Indian chant.
Oh, we heard that in Atlanta, and of course I always say Florida State, so you say we can't be doing that. And the Gator fans don't enjoy it.
So for the Miners, a huge point here, perhaps the most important one of the match so far. Here's the set. Japhet. Dig is nicely done by Napa. Free ball for Nevada Union. Japhet again. Nice dig. Miners have another chance though here. This will be Selleck on the touch. Nice dig again by the Indians. And a double hit is called against Napa. The coach is off the bench and screaming at the referee.
Oh, that assistant coach is irate. He really works on the serve there, you can tell, and he's not pleased with this.
So here comes Japhet. Taylor Japhet, San Jose State bound, 24-22. Nice hit, Japhet with the dig. Kendall Butterfield from the back row, Miraldi. Good opportunity here, and the point is for Napa.
24-23.
Miners at set point, but only slightly, 24-23.
Well, they got one. They got to capitalize on it. Fonville serving. She's been effective thus far.
So here's Fonville. There's the dig at the net. Huge point. The strike. Ball in play. Nice play by Napa. Here's theirs. Again, hard hit. It's out! It's out! The Miners win set 3, 25-23.
2-1.
So the Miners, in dramatic fashion, take set number 3, and Napa fans are stunned.
Well, the Miners have hung on, just the tenacity.
Well,
tenacity is really
but
what
you look
enjoy.
at that score, Ed. Look at all three of them. The difference in each set has been a mere 2 points. We'd like to remind you that this special edition of Division I Section Championship Volleyball is being underwritten by Docomo's East Main Pharmacy, Nevada City Pharmacy. Kelly and David now have 2 locations to serve you in Nevada County. The original Docomo's East Main Pharmacy in Grass Valley, and now Docomo's Nevada City Pharmacy next to SPD Market in Nevada City. But no matter which one you choose, you'll never have to wait in a long line again. Docomo's also offers a large selection of gifts, cards, candles, and other gift items. They work with most insurance plans and are open 6 days a week for your convenience at Docomo's East Main Pharmacy and Docomo's Nevada City Pharmacy.
Tony's Forest Products and Christmas trees. Christmas only comes once a year, and it's a special time with family and friends, and a beautiful Christmas tree is a big part of your holiday decor. The Tony family has been at the same location for 20 years. They harvest trees from Washington and Oregon to bring you a fresh tree in Grass Valley. At Tony's, you'll find a selection of Douglas fir, grand fir, noble fir, silver tips, white fir, and cedar trees in a variety of heights. And they're open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 7 days a week until all the trees are gone. Merry Christmas from Tony's Forest Products and Christmas trees. They're at 345 Railroad Avenue, just up from the 49er Fun Park in Grass Valley.
Anderson Physical Therapy, Phil Anderson and Greg Balzer, have over 42 years of clinical experience treating sports injuries and have now opened their clinic in Nevada City. Phil has been practicing physical therapy in our area since 1992, and Craig is a native of Grass Valley, attending Nevada Union, and has been practicing physical therapy for 15 years. Anderson Physical Therapy specializes in work injuries, spine rehabilitations, post-surgery patients. They all treat seniors with balance problems, with special emphasis in working with athletes of all ages with special training to return to full function in their sport. Anderson Physical Therapy is in Nevada City near the intersection of Ridge Road and Zion in the Providence Mine Professional Complex. Ed, see if you can get through this one really fast.
SPD Market has 2 locations to serve you no matter where you live in Nevada County. There's the original SPD in Nevada City on Zion Street, and the SPD Market in Grass Valley located in the Kmart Center. Of course, no matter which SPD you shop at, you'll always find USDA Choice beef, a complete deli section, as well as the produce department, post office, and everything else that makes SPD so special, including your friends and neighbors who work there. SPD Market's a proud hometown IGA supermarket here in Nevada County.
Good job, Ed. So here we go. Game 4 is now underway. Opportunity for Nevada Union here early on. Good play there by Paige Carnahan. Now a chance for the Miners, but a double hit is called against Kendall Butterfield.
Oh, and Moraldi a little surprised by that, but I think, just remain unflappable is the important thing right now.
Christina Fonville. Oh, and a beautiful hit by Mallory Castles.
Found the sideline there. I think Wagner just got kind of windmilled by that one.
Shannon Oga in for Napa. Kendall Butterfield to serve for the Miners. Oh, just long.
Boy, but not by much. I think Napa really thought of playing that, but it takes nerves of steel to let one like that go.
Maggie Wessel to serve for the Indians. Oh, and a nice kill again by Mallory Castles. Mallory coming up big this match. Perhaps the most dependable Miner so far in this match, Ed.
Well, she's made her swings effective.
Ellie Selleck. Nice dig. Opportunity for Nevada Union. But a beautiful block by the Indians.
Well, that time they were ready for Castles.
Katie Morris again.
Well, she's been very effective for them. She's been in on most of the blocks when she hasn't made them herself.
Kaylee Martin checking in now. Beautiful dig. Oh, nice play by Ellie Selleck. And that's a double hit.
I would have probably called Fonville from the back row there with her hit. So one of those was going to be a ball handling error.
Well, but Wallace took that one. So 3-3 with Lex Moser stepping up for the Miners. Ooh, nice set. Great opportunity. And the block finds the ball fall at the feet of Taylor Japhet and Abby Miraldi.
Yep.
Tatum Souza for Napa. And a ball.
Almost under the net. Seemed like she kind of took a hitch step there on her service approach.
Paige Carnahan now for the Miners. Yes! So Nevada Union gets the point as Taylor Japhet protects it there at the net, Ed.
Man, these teams are locked in combat right now.
Oh, and a beautiful kill by Miraldi.
Yeah, that was an overpass you just can't let go. Right there for her on the left side.
And Miraldi sure took care of it once she got it in her wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah. It was made for her.
So Carnahan continues. Nice block. Oh. Miners with an opportunity. Ooh. Japhet tried to find the spot. Couldn't quite do it. Opportunity. Oh! For the Miners.
Yep, here it comes there for serve back Carnahan.
And here's the one to
Yep,
Abby Miraldi, and she puts it away.
right down there. Christina Fonville couldn't do a thing.
But the lead is a mere 1. Japhet. Free ball for Nevada Union. Japhet. Yes!
Well, that's where that slide play works. She's coming off 1 foot there on the outside, hitting back toward the middle.
Katie Morris to come. Well, Morris did not check in.
No, Barbas comes out and Olga comes in.
And Miraldi serving for Nevada Union. And a beautiful kill by Tatum Souza.
Well, Souza is acrobatic enough to get up in the air and really wind up and pound that ball. She's an impressive player.
You know, Ed, in our previous 3 sets, we have seen one team kind of get out in front. This one has been totally back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
And missed hit by Ellie Selleck. It was a tough set by Kendall Butterfield.
Yeah, that's, you know, Nevada Union's got to get their passing operating, and that's one thing Napa's doing. They're putting the ball where it's hard for them to just pass it to the front like they're used to.
7-7, we are tied. And that has hit long.
Oh, had a couple of hands going up toward it, but nobody made the touch.
No, I think that was a good call.
It was a good call.
J.J. Wagner. Miners have had trouble with her all night. And now Napa leads by 1. And that is also struck long by Japhet.
Aiming for that back corner and just went a little long, but yeah, Wagner, you know, not very tall, but strong and with a terrific ball sense, you know, able to put that little jump serve really to work, you know, little floater.
And that is served long.
Okay, trade service errors with him. Coach Scott Costeca is he's trying to will his team to get up in this one.
Japhet serving for the Miners. Nice serve, but a nice set there. That ball is hit into the net and out.
Yep.
But the touch is called, and the point is Napa's.
Really came out of I want to say Castles and Butterfield there and back in the corner where nobody could get to it.
So here is Fonville. And hit into the net by Mallory Castles, a very unusual error for her, almost an error-free night for Mallory.
Well, you know, that's a low set in the middle, that quick set, and that one unfortunately wasn't high enough over the net for her to do anything with.
Abby Miraldi. That one would have gone out. Castles. Napa keeps the ball in play. And they get the kill.
Almost looked like an overpass for Nevada Union to feast on there, but no such luck. And now, all of a sudden, the tide has really turned.
You see Kaylee Martin there, number 25. She was almost on the court at parts of that point, but the Miners are down by 4. Napa does a nice dig there. Big opportunity, but that is wide. It hits the antenna, and that will be a Nevada Union point. So, Ed, here comes Kendall Butterfield. You can see there, Miners down by 3.
You got to close with them here because they can pull away.
Ooh, opportunity for Nevada Union. Well, I'm surprised he didn't call a double hit there.
Wow.
Oh, and here it is. But the block is there. But Nevada Union, Paige Carnahan to set it. And Miners with the point. Every point becoming very hard fought.
Very much. Coach Costeca running out to tell his team, you've got to stay, watch where the attack line is.
Butterfield again to serve. Ooh, should be a free ball for Nevada Union.
Oh.
Ooh, a tough one there for Mallory Castles. Another free ball for the Miners, but a double hit is called instead.
Wagner, yep. Well, that's one of those, you're not the setter, don't be trying to set the ball.
And so Kendall Butterfield has the Miners only down by 1 now. And there's an ace.
Oh. Wagner really shanked that when it came in at shoulder high and off to the side. But, Butterfield's got a real floater there. It'll move side to side as it comes toward you, and suddenly we're back 12-12. So, for all Napa's, terrific play here, the Miners are with them. Coach Costeca over here talking to his libero, what have you got to do? You can't let them get that ball down. You can see, Napa's the second assistant's over there drawing up plans, drawing up plays for his team. This is another coaching staff that knows how to tell their players what to do, and it's worked well for them this season. Well, we've got the choreographed dance team out front. It looked like a music video or something.
And Ed, if anybody thought that this would be more of the same after watching Franklin and Rodriguez and Modesto, absolutely not.
No, we played the number 3 team the other night, but this is the number 2 team. This is the team that made it all the way to the other side of the bracket.
And we knew that this would be a really tough match, but boy, Ed, this is about as tight as 2 teams can get. Ooh, opportunity for Nevada Union. Ellie Selig. And that is out.
Oh. Not by much, of course. A long cross-court shot, but she was way up and the set was fairly high. Maggie Wessel running over here to shag that ball.
Kendall Butterfield kind of struggling tonight at setter, Ed.
Well, the passing is not what it should be, and she's having to run all over the court. And when you have to set from anywhere on the court like she's had to tonight, it's really hard to get those good sets that let your hitters feast like they can if you can, get the passing to set the table.
Selick. Oh, hit way long by Mallory Castles.
Oh.
I said Selick, but that was Mallory Castles.
Well, that one was higher than it needed to be.
Napa has also done a very good job on the block, and there is an ace.
All of a sudden down 12-15. So from up 3 to down 3 in a blink of an eye.
And so Napa just having called a timeout. Nevada Union takes one now.
Well, you've got to, if you're down by 3, you need to make sure you can stay with the other team. In a situation like this, either team can get a little momentum and put the game out of reach.
And I think the other thing that is real interesting about it is that this 4th set has become a game of streaks. One team moves ahead by 3, the other team catches up. Nevada Union has done most of the catching up here in set number 4, but
You don't like playing from behind. You never like playing from behind because you got to put out all the effort to catch up, and then, the other team just gets up and keeps going. Like they were waiting for you to get there.
So Maggie Wessel to serve for Napa.
Oh.
Oh, and hit into the net by Paige Carnahan. An unbelievable play culminates in a drive into the net by Paige Carnahan, and now Napa with a 4-point lead.
There you
there's
go.
one for the Miners.
Castle's got that one. But that started off with a good pass from the back.
And so here is Ellie Selleck. Oh, and now a chance. Oh, but a beautiful up by Napa. Oh, and now struck into the net by Mallory Castles.
Kind of looped through the air and down where she wasn't expecting it.
So Cassidy Wallace serving for Napa. And set perfectly by the Miners for Napa.
2 more points. The Miners down by 5 here in game 4.
So now the Miners trail here in game 4, 18-13. There's the set. Maraldi. And now a double hit is called again on Kendall Butterfield. And so the Miners behind 19-13, 6-point lead for the Indians. Played over by Lex Moser. And into the net by Kaylee Martin. Miners cut it to 19-14, but they need to jump on their horse right now, Ed.
You have got to keep serve and put up some points right this minute.
And that ball is out, so there's one.
Oh, but Napa, great recovery there. A real shank on that initial contact and able to keep it in play.
So the Miners now down by 4. Lex Moser, SFL MVP with an ace.
Christina Fonville almost overran her assistant coach there on the bench.
So now 19-16. A very loud Indian crowd, and Lex faults at serve.
(16-20) and Souza up to serve.
And there's the kill. But the Miners can't trade points right now, Ed. They trail by 3.
No, you have got to put some points on the board in a hurry.
Oh, and a good opportunity. A nice strike, and it's in.
And Fonville finds that back corner. 21-17.
So the Miners getting into what you'd call desperation territory, and the Indians saying, let's play 5. And an ace. Oh, no.
Nope.
There's the block, and it's out. So the point goes to Napa, and 2 JV players have been subbed in for Nevada Union.
Maybe trying to compose their wits for game 5.
Natalie Migliozzi in defensive territory. But the Miners down 22-17, and Ed, have they given up on set number 4? So the Miners down by 5. Napa tasting a game 5.
You really got to think that the Miners are in a position where they've got to hang in there and come out strong for Game 5. Don't let it just slip all the way away from them. They came back from 19-13, but they've got a little ways still to come.
So 22-17, and Rachel Barbos back to serve for the Indians. And a double hit is called against Nevada Union. I didn't see that one, Ed.
I wondered if that was on the attack over the net. It was an odd angle from here.
Oh, beautiful dig. And the Miners, ball falls, and Miners cut it to 5. And here comes Abby Maraldi. And the Miners get the point. 23-19. Still a ways to go. Napa firmly in the driver's seat, leading by 4, and Maraldi serves it into the net.
Game point here in Game 4.
So here it goes, 24-19 in favor of Napa. The set and the kill. So Nevada Union makes it 24-20. But the Miners will face 4 set points. And Taylor Japhet. And here comes Hannah Baker. Hannah Baker has not played 1 point of the 3 here, but she is server extraordinaire. Let's see if she can parlay this into a little bit of a miracle. There's one.
Well, last year's state title match, Hannah came out and served 5 straight.
So Baker back, Miners by 3. 3 more set points for the Indians. 24-21. And there it is. So the Indians take Game 4, 25-21. We will play a 15-point set 5.
Oh, that's a lot of thrills.
Well, and you got to hand it to Napa. The Indians played a very strong game set number 4, Ed.
Well, they really did. They did the thing that you fear they do. They took Nevada Union out of system by making it hard for them to pass. The ball came over on serve. You didn't know where it was going to go, what it was going to do. And that was the thing. I think one of their big strengths coming into this match was a terrific service game. When they can take Nevada Union, you take any team out of system like that, they've got to improvise every time. That's why you have plays so you don't get caught improvising. And, ran long on the Miners this time. We got a kind of alternating here, one
Ed,
and then the other.
Let's talk about this for a moment. We haven't seen this really since the Rockland match, where it went 5 sets. Let's talk about set number 5. Set number 5, not a 25-point set, but rather a 15-point set. What do the Miners need to do?
Well, you have got to come out ready and pounding right away. Anything can happen in a 15-point game like that. You cannot let anybody get ahead of you. You're suddenly down 8-2. It could be all over. You have got to come out and put points on the board, and that's what the Miners have got to do tonight. Here we've got this big crowd of Napa fans really being part of the game, and I'm not quite sure where our minor maniacs are. Maybe they're used to this now, like Braves fans got to be. You expect them to win, you're waiting to win, and it's like here's the other side with, these will be the Stanford band for all the enthusiasm they've gotten up tonight, and the Miners just have to come out. They played Rockland 5. They won it. They've just got to. One of the things you've got to do is take Napa's service game out of it. You do that by getting, siding out and taking it from there, and that's the kind of thing you're going to have to do. But it's a sprint to the finish. We talk about things being a journey or a marathon, but 15 points, it's a sprint.
Yeah, we're to the sprint stage right now.
Absolutely. But, it's still 2-2.
And so here we're going to start off with the Miners serving and Kendall Butterfield.
Up, here's the Miner magic.
And
from all over the hall.
And so the fans start to get into it. And the Miners really need to be the team that does it here. Butterfield to start it off. Overplayed. Point Miners.
Perfect. It's important. Keep the serve.
The Miners have to be razor sharp in this 5th set. And that's hit long. They have to avoid those types of errors. Wessel to serve for the Indians, tied at 1. Oh, nice dig by Nevada Union. And it's out! So the Miners take a point there, Ed, that looked like it was destined for Napa.
I thought it was, and you saw Miners diving toward the ball, but it found the...
Selleck serving. And there's the nice hit and the point for Tatum Souza.
2-2.
Kylie Martin in.
Cassidy Wallace
J.J.
serving
Wagner out.
again. That little left-handed jump server.
Every point important, and that one goes to Nevada Union.
Yep. Able to get that good quick set working with Mallory Castles.
Napa playing a lot on emotion. Nevada Union a little bit with more workmanship, and this is Lex Moser. 3-3.
And there where she had to make like a turnstile just to get a contact.
And here is Souza. And there's a fault. Miners get a little bit of magic.
Yep, 4-3. You've got to put some distance between you and the other team.
And here's Carnahan. Carnahan must be accurate on her serve. And struck into the net by Abby Miraldi. We're tied at 4.
Looked like she had a good swing, but I think it was further out than she thought.
Rachel Barbos for the Indians. And the point. Tessa Butterfield having the ball strike off of her hand and go out, and the first lead of the 5th set for the Napa Indians, 5-4. Oh, very nice. Well done. Miners with a weak play there. Lex Moser, excellent. Opportunity for Nevada Union. Napa Indians all over the court, but a double hit is called.
Double hit there.
And the point goes to Nevada Union. We're tied at 5. And Maraldi with a chance to give the Miners a lead. Kaylee Martin striking the ball into the net. Miners go back into the lead, 6-5, and timeout is called by Napa. You've got to stay right with them. Napa looks a little out of sync right now, and they've got to get back in. If Kaylee Martin can't make a hit from the right side for them, then they're in trouble. That was right in her meat and potatoes territory. And so here we are. Timeout has been called by Napa. In game number 5, Miners lost the first one, took the second and the third. Napa took the fourth, and here we are in game 5, Miners leading 6-5. And Maraldi at the line. And an ace!
Well, and the Nevada Union crowd is a part of the match now. We didn't know where they were, but there's gold T-shirts and lots of spirit.
Oh, free play for Nevada Union. Can they take advantage of it? Huge point. Lex Moser. Big set. There's the touch. And hit out. Double call. Double lift is called. Miners lead by 3, 8-5.
Kaylee Martin can't believe it. I thought she was going to say something to the ref. She really, but it was, it was a lift.
And the touch. Point is for Napa.
Comes up over the block and keeps gaining altitude, and Lex Moser's up and can't stay up to play it. 8-6 Nevada Union. J.J. Wagner back to serve here.
Napa doing a great job defending.
Well,
Double hit.
That was a double hit that sounded like a pair of maracas, That wasn't one, that was 2.
So Taylor Japhet.
9-6.
Miners need some points to pull away here, Ed.
Yeah, you've got to get some separation.
And she finds the opening.
She has been so effective tonight.
And here she is back to serve. Fonville, the Indians only trailing by 2. Maraldi. Opportunity again by Nevada Union. Short set, ball is touched. Free ball for Nevada. Oh, it's hit right straight up in the air. Miners will get the point. And they are the first team to 10.
First to 10 means the world right now. It came off Maggie Wessel's thumb. She was further back than she thought she was when she contacted that ball.
And timeout is called by Napa.
They made a terrific effort to get that ball back, and it didn't go over. Suddenly they're down by 3. There's only 5 points to go. This is tough now. You can see Rachel Barbas really, under strain here. A lot of these Napa players, they're somewhere that it's hard to be.
The only thing predictable about this match, though, Ed, has been how unpredictable it has been. It has been a heavyweight fight with both teams delivering staggering blows to their opposition, and yet here we are embroiled in another tight set 5 that will decide the Division I sectional championship.
Well, Napa's been able to take Nevada Union out of its, the passing that's their meat and potatoes, their bread and butter. And Nevada Union keeps coming back.
Kendall Butterfield.
And
Napa's up above the up against the net.
And Cassidy Wallace called for being in the net. That was a tight pass there, so she was really kind of trying to stay out of the net while she's trying to stay, get up in the air and move the ball.
11-7. Miners have to continue forging forward in this match. And there's the kill.
Well, Tatum Souza, she gets it up in the air and winds up on you. Still up by 3. But you can't trade points. And Maggie Wessel back here serving.
Another opportunity for Nevada Union. Big hit for Selleck. Nice dig by the Indians. And the point goes to the Indians on a lift. 11-9.
Caught Castles in the shoulder off the block there. It's, you just done your, finished your follow through from your swing, and it comes in and catches you on the shoulder, and it's a lift.
Miners in need of a big kill right here, and they get it.
And they get it.
Ellie Selleck makes it 12-9.
12-9.
Oh, and the block is there for Castles.
Yeah, that was just key right there. Because Souza, she had a chance to wind up and really slam the ball, and the block held.
So here is Selleck serving for Nevada Union, and the point goes to Napa.
13-10, so we're, still just neck and neck all the way to the finish. And here we go, Cassidy Wallace, your little left-handed jump server. You'll see 2 of those in your career.
So here we go. Miners leading 13-10. Defensively now, Lex Moser. It's long. So 13-11. Nevada Union still leads. And timeout is called by the Miners. Cassidy Wallace picks up the first point after the Miners were ahead 13-10.
No, you've got to settle your team down now. Just stay calm. You've got to stay calm.
Look at it this way, Ed. I'm not sure if this is a way to look at it or not. The Miners have 2 points to the championship, and Napa has 4 points to the championship. So if ever the Miners were asked to play their game, it surely is now.
Well, this is going to be crucial. They have got to, just stay calm, make their passes, make their plays. Don't let Cassidy Wallace, your little left-handed jump server that may as well be, an alien on the court here for all you see him.
So a huge point here. There's the dig, the set. Abby Miraldi hits it into the net. 13-12.
We've got folks checking the scoreboard as religiously as we are.
So the Miners lead reduced to 1. Oh, nice dig. Opportunity for Nevada Union. Played over freely by Abby Miraldi, and now a chance for Napa. But the Miners get the point on the block, and they are at sectional championship point. 14-12. Set 5. Lex Moser to serve for Nevada Union. There's the dig. Set for Napa. It's good! The Miners win! Miners win! And that is it! The 7th sectional championship has been claimed by Nevada Union in dramatic fashion, 15-12 as they storm the floor.
As hard-fought a match as you'll ever see. Napa never gave up. 15-12. They were in it to the end, and they were in it to win it.
Ed, a team of destiny has made their mark here tonight. Nevada Union, coming into this knowing that history could be made, has calmly worked their way through 5 very difficult sets, and they will claim the sectional championship. They have set the record 7 straight.
Well, altogether amazing, and give them some momentum to get into the NorCals.
And Nevada Union, hugs of joy. And Ed, what we really thought was perhaps the impossible a few months ago has really become a piece of reality that was almost inconceivable at points. This Miners team with a new coach, with 5 different seniors having departed, has found a way to regroup, and what a proud night tonight.
Well, it's just amazing to see. There's an enormous amount of pride among the Miner fans.
And so now they will recognize the Indians of Napa.
Well, St. Francis second on the other court.
With an individual patch, we have Katie.
And
well, you know, last year the other game ran so long we didn't get a award ceremony at all.
In numerical order, so that helps.
And for these Miners, Ed, can we name a player of the game?
I don't even know where to start with that.
It was certainly a bend and break game. It was, you know, the Miners gave some, almost every player gave some, and then almost every player took some.
Terrific plays by all the players. I mean, you don't get through a match like that on top and not have everybody contributed.
And the Napa faithful hoped to push their team over the top, but they could not quite do it. And there is the coach. These players obviously very upset. You look at the Napa players, they were a team that wanted to derail history, that thought they came in with a great chance. The Miners only a sliver better than this team tonight. The Indians to be very proud, and for the Miners a crucial victory, Ed, because this will help them certainly in the upcoming NorCals.
Well, that's it. Both teams will go on to the NorCal championships, but they won't see each other for a long time again. And, you know, not seeing Napa again all season would be fine with me. That's as strong a team as we've seen.
We're hoping to have a post-game show where we will be able to talk to some of the Miners and introducing the players over on court number 1 right now.
That was terrific.
And it was a great match. Napa probably gave Nevada Union their toughest match of the season. The first 3 sets being decided only by 2 points. Napa doing very well in set number 4, and Nevada Union coming back to claim the championship, and set number 5, 15-12.
Well, I was really concerned that Napa was going to come out with the momentum from this 4th game, and you know that was important for Coach Dudek and his staff to gather, you know, everybody's wits and nerve and mettle here.
Well,
let those JV players in, get his players on the bench, and make it clear to them, you know, what it's going to take to win.
Well, you know, by the same token, Ed, you take a look at a Game 5. A Game 5 can really go any way.
Anything can happen. It's just, you hate to go there, you know, but and this is the Indians getting recognized here. We've got some parents over visiting with us here, and glad to see them, and glad they're all enjoyed this match as much as we did.
And so the Miners have done it here tonight. There's Pete Sacco giving out the awards to a disappointed Napa team to come so far tonight to force it to 5.
Well, They really did themselves proud tonight. I was really impressed with this Napa team. They were scrappy, and they had in fact a deadly service game, and it was all Nevada Union could do to come away with their hide.
So post-game,
Congratulations, Napa.
you know, I think we should call over Mallory Castles, have a little word for her, with her. Mallory, couple of errors, but pretty darn consistent. When the ball came her way, she seemed to have the strength to be able to earn the point most of the time.
Well, she was an efficient hitter tonight. She didn't get a lot of swings, but she made those count. Her blocking was very good, and I thought, you know, to be rotated in and out like she is, she made
And
a very strong showing.
here's the awards: Lex Moser, Kendall Butterfield, Abby Maraldi, you see, get that? Mallory Castles. Great match for Mallory. Tessa Butterfield.
Saw a lot of playing time tonight. Hannah Baker came in.
There's Ellie Selleck, Hannah Baker, Paige Carnahan. And there is Migliosi.
Jenna Britton.
And there's Hayden Fleener, a senior. Miranda Castles, the little sister of Mallory, and then Madison Happy.
Down here at the end, you've got 4 of the Miners of the future, and then Ellie Selleck, they're only a sophomore, so definitely coming on to.
And the Miners accept the banner. Paige Carnahan holds it proudly, KCRA 3.
We had many great matches and some great volleyball play. Have a safe trip home.
And now time for the pictures.
Yep. Who is the player of the game?
The player of the game for the sectional championship will go to Mallory Castles.
Sounds good.
So Mallory Castles with a great match tonight. Many of the Miners could have been told the same. Lex Moser played well. We're going to try to get Mallory in first as player of the game. And as the Indians huddle over in the corner to talk about what could have been, the Miners by an eyelash have been able to claim it here tonight. A lot of people to take pictures. What a proud occasion. A team that we could get Mallory Castles and maybe Lex Moser. Another good game for Lex.
Let's see, they've got a little celebrating to do over there among themselves, but they'll be with us in a minute.
And Paige Carnahan never won. Ed, why don't you maybe go see if you could grab Lex and Mallory and
is busy over there,
and see what we can do. See if we can get Mallory over here and talk to a few of the Lady Miners here. And this moment that, quite frankly, a few months ago I thought would almost be unbelievable, but yet here they are for a 7th straight time, something that is going to be very difficult to repeat. And so we have Mallory Castles here with us. Well, Mal, what do you think there? Just another day at the office?
No, not at all. Oh, gosh.
Player of the game, Mallory Castles. Mallory, a real bend and break game. There were moments in which the Miners really stumbled, and there were moments in which they looked extremely strong. Ed and I really felt that when the ball came to you tonight, though, you did a pretty good job of putting it away against an awesome defense.
Yeah, number 15 she was huge. She was massive, and she was so athletic and had the hops of I don't even know what. But we stayed together as a team, and that was like the major thing, is because we would get down and we would give away a few points and shed a few points here and there on unforced errors, and then we would come together and pick each other up, and that's what made the game for us.
So let's talk about this here for a moment. You lose game one, or set one, and you come back and take 2 and 3. You had to felt pretty good after 3.
Yeah, we weren't feeling overconfident, but we were feeling a lot better about our situation because we came into the league as underdogs, and not a lot of people were like, oh, they lost so many players, they're going to make it to sections. I don't know, but we're really proud of ourselves that we made it at least 2 sections, and we're even more proud that we made it, that we won. So we came into games 2 and 3. We need to win this. We have to win this. We don't want to get behind. We don't want to, come into game 4 having to push our butts and having to come out with a win. So we kind of took our time and tried the best we could.
Napa has the momentum coming out of game 4. They've won game 4 by more than 2 points, which the first 3 sets were claimed by just 2 points.
Yeah.
What did you say before you came out in set number 5?
Well, we knew we had a lot on the line. We could win 7 in a row, and they had nothing to lose. So we knew they were going to come out strong, and they were going to come out focused and hard and play as hard as they could. And so our goal was to stay consistent and not let up and not get overconfident and not shed the points that didn't need to be shed. So we
Mallory,
just tried to stay positive.
You and I have talked throughout your 4-year run. And there were times at which volleyball was very challenging for you. How do you feel tonight?
I'm stoked that I've stuck with it. I'm proud of myself that I stuck with it, because usually I quit when things get hard. But with this one, I stuck through, and it came out with beneficial.
One of life's lessons, huh?
It is.
Mallory, congratulations on a 7th straight.
Thank
Tough
you.
match, player of the game. Mallory, very proud of you, very proud of the team.
I promised you.
You did promise me. You're a lady of your promises.
I try.
I don't know about that Carnahan girl, though. Anyway, Mallory Castle's player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, wow, what a match here. Trying to catch our breath. We're going to try to get Lex Moser over, we're hoping, but there's a lot of celebrating going on, and I reminisce a little how they steamrolled so strongly through Davis last year in the sectional playoffs, but here they are this year, and boy, it was a dogfight, a team very dedicated to coming out here and really making it happen, and the Miners staying out on the floor for a good period of time, just kind of soaking it in.
Well, you have to just bask in it for a minute. I believe we've got Alexis Moser coming our way.
Well, let's grab Taylor Jafet.
Taylor Jafet. Don't go away.
Taylor, have a seat. Well, next year when you're at San Jose State.
We saw you signing that letter.
This may be a match after I get done with my heart attack and my ulcer. This may be a match we remember for a long time. Taylor, what a way to go out in sectionals.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so excited we won. It was such a hard game. We went to 5, but we played our best game the whole entire way through. We never gave up, and I'm so excited we won. I'm so proud of everybody.
That Napa team at the service line was really brutal, and in addition to that, Taylor, they just didn't let the ball fall.
No, they didn't. They're a very scrappy team, and they have amazing serves. All of them jump serve. They all float, topspin. They can do anything, and they're amazing. But we had Lex and Abby back there passing up every single ball, and they did so good. And when they did get a good pass, we just put it away, and we showed them who we really were. Like, we played their level, and that's what got us the win.
Kind of an interesting match in that they had control at points. The Miners had control at points. It was like 2 heavyweight boxers in the middle of the ring just trading punches, and just an incredible victory tonight.
Yeah, we never knew who was going to win until the last couple points. Like, it was back and forth the whole entire time. No one ever had like a solid lead, and that's what made it so intense. And I'm so excited. Like, that's what made sections. Like, that's the best memory ever, that we never gave up. And even though we lost 2 games when we made it to 5, like, we still play with them on those games we lost. We never dropped. It was like a 2-point loss. Like, it wasn't big at all. And I'm so excited.
Had a chance to talk with Marco Salcedo before the match, and he said, "Don't worry, Jim, the Miners will win." It wasn't quite as easy as he said it, Taylor.
Marco. I don't know what to say to that. Marco, he has so much confidence in us, but, I mean, he's gotten us here as well as Dudek and Roden. I mean, they've done so good as coaching us, and they got us here. Like, we wouldn't be here without them.
Taylor, congratulations. Good luck in the 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of town for Thanksgiving, so you're going to have to win it without me, okay?
Okay, we will.
Just get us to the championship game, and I'll be there, okay?
That's for sure. We'll win for you, Jim.
So, Taylor Japhet, great job tonight. Congratulations, making your mark on the Nevada Union Volleyball program a great accomplishment.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay. So, Taylor Japhet, we're going to take our post game a little bit longer tonight. And a thirsty Lex Moser comes on over, and we have a few moments with Lex. Well, Lex, just another easy match for Nevada Union, huh?
Oh, that was a breeze. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, that was so hard, and it was so fun. We just dug so deep, and everyone just wanted it so bad. That was so much fun.
You know, they were a tremendous team defensively. It was hard to get the ball to fall against them. And the Miners had to match that in order to get to the end result that you did. I thought the Miners were great defensively again tonight. They were cheering points that they knew they had won, but was still in the air, and the Miners came back and salvaged several key points.
Yeah, they were so scrappy. If like one person just got a hand on it, someone else would be there, and they just send us over every ball that we gave to them. So it was really hard to get a kill, and we basically, both teams just had to wait for the other team to make an error in order to get a point. So it was a well fought. They were an awesome team, and we just had that was one game where you just have to work hard for every single point we got.
Set number 1 goes to Davis, set 2 and 3 to the Miners. You feel you're in pretty good shape after set 3, but you lose set 4 by the widest margin of a loss in this particular match. And what was the thinking going into set 5?
You know, I think we just finally realized we're like, this is it. We don't have any more games after this in this set, and if we don't do it now, there's no tomorrow. This is the only section game there is. So I think it just like got in everyone's head that this was it, and we all just totally stepped up, and it was an awesome finish.
It certainly was.
It really
so
was.
Final question.
Okay.
You going to sleep good tonight, or will there be so much adrenaline that you probably won't sleep at all?
You know, I'll probably fall asleep, but my adrenaline is going to be going for a while.
Lex, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great accomplishment. You know, we haven't had a chance to talk with you here since congratulations on the MVP for the Sierra Foothills League. I mean, a great season by one of the best liberos that's ever played for Nevada Union.
Thank you.
My hat is off to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the sectional championship.
Thank you.
I know it was big for you.
Oh, that was awesome. It just tied off such an awesome season.
Thank you, Lex.
Thank you.
Okay.
Man, that
So,
was something,
Mr.
Jim.
Martin,
Wow.
do our get-togethers always have to be like this?
I don't know. That's more excitement than I'm really cut out for. I was talking to Bob Rogers, and he said, you breeze through the postseason, but then you get a team that brings some real talent here. I mean, Tatum Souza, a monster on the block, a terrific hitter, just really good. Cassidy Wallace, good all the way around. So, the Miners earned that win.
We'd like to remind you that this sectional championship game for the reigning champions, Nevada Union, has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Enterprises, their goals are simple: provide you with customer service and continue as a contributor to our community at Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat has been your local home center since 1921. They have 2 locations to serve you in Colfax and their new store in Grass Valley.
Butterfield Roofing, David Butterfield, and Butterfield Roofing has years of experience in the roofing industry and can install any composite or metal roofing materials. Rhonda and David Butterfield love to watch their daughters, number 5 Kendall, number 11 Tessa, play for the Lady Miners.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike and Robin ask you to come join them as they honor the memory of their son Michael II at the 3rd Annual Turkey Trot and 5 and 10K Run Thursday, November 27th at Hooper Stadium.
Docomo's East Main Pharmacy, Nevada City Pharmacy. Kelly and David Docomo's now has 2 locations to serve you, the original Docomo's East Main Pharmacy in Grass Valley, and now Docomo's Nevada City Pharmacy. Love to support the NU Lady Miners.
Tony's Forest Products and Christmas Trees. Merry Christmas from Tony's Forest Products and Christmas Trees. Open 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., 7 days a week till the trees are gone, just down from the 49er Fun Park.
Anderson Physical Therapy. Phil Anderson, Craig Balzer have over 42 years of clinical experience treating sports injuries and now open their new clinic in Nevada City, specializing in work and sports injuries, spinal rehabs, and post-surgical patients. And, of course, by SPD Market at 735 Zion Road. Whatever you want there at SPD, they have for you, serving our local community for many, many years. You'll get what you need at SPD Markets. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television. It's a pleasure to join you here tonight. We say thanks to all of you for joining us. I know this has been entertaining for you and all throughout this NU volleyball season. Don't forget to join Marty Mortensen, myself, this Friday as the CIF Sac Joaquin Section football playoffs continue. Miners, Bruins, Falcons, all back in the playoffs. They're looking to make some noise. Don't miss a single minute of action. So the Miners are the Division I sectional championships. Our executive producer and director, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Titles by Brandon Duckett. Ed, what a pleasure to work with you. You are the consummate professional.
Okay, they're rolling it up.
Camera operators, Maverick King, Nicole Teichman, Brandon Duckett. Office manager, Lynn Dominguez. Technical engineer, Paula Mikalski. Remote facilities brought to you by Commander 2. Commander 2 Maintenance, Plaza Tire. Game of the Week awards by Northern Home Medical, Combi Trophy and Awards, Touchdown Sportswear, DK and Stitches. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto Graciano, LLP. Write us at gil@touchdownproductions.com. And I'll say it for the last time in the regular seasons and sectionals, for Ed Martin, Gil Dominguez, the entire Touchdown team, you have been watching exclusive coverage of the Division I sectional champion, Lady Miners. Good night, everybody.